And China was there. You know,
China, the actress?
The wrestler?
The wrestler.
Oh, the wrestler.
Have you ever seen her naked?
No,
I think she used to be a man.
Yeah, no, she looks like it's not to begin with, and she actually makes it worse.
You know that area down there?
A lot of scarring from the surgery?
But just by itself, Bob, not for me.
Okay.
Not for me.
I mean, it would be like chewing on a couple of pig lips.
At last, someone's put a label on it.
Hey, Christy. Christy.
Wow.
You're blaming me.
The next time I ask you to read some news stories, I want you to look around the room.
And pass over anything.
I want you to go, let's see, what would be a topic that'd be safe in front of Stan Hope
China
and
looks
Fox?
like she has a thick turkey timer.
Hey, she's done.
We have another phone call?
I believe we do. Morning, Bob and Tom show.
Hello,
Hi, who's this?
this is Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah, I had a strange thing to me one time.
Yeah?
My wife one time actually said, "Drown me in your blank."
Oh, you know what? I am so hot right now.
That's a good one.
Drown me in your blank.
The gentlemen in the room are
we're impressed.
definitely applauding.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a little pressure on me though.
I guess. Yeah. Morning,
Drown
Bob
me
and
in
Tom
your
show.
Turn your radio off, okay?
I'm
Just
sorry.
turn it off.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, anything weird happened in the sack?
It's not what she says when I'm, having sex with her. It's what she does. She farts.
Well, isn't that sweet?
I'm glad, thank Christ you turned the radio down.
That must be a signal to mean she's done. All right?
I know that was going to happen.
Pass the baklava.
No. That's all right. I already did. Thanks for calling.
Are we talking about the traditional?
Thank you.
Are we talking about
Intercourse the way the Bible intended? Or what are we talking about here? I, for one, am not going to sit here and listen to depravity.
Could we have somebody screen these calls?
Laughing.
Butt boy.
Ranger over here.
Butt
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
the Bob and Tom Show.
Let's get obscure right away. Coming up today in the news, a reference to Tom Mix. Which sounds like that'd be my DJ name.
Who's Tom Mix?
Who's on the mountain? Tom Mix.
Some cowboy hero from the
Way
40s,
back.
30s,
I mean, even
40s.
earlier, I think, than the 40s.
Yeah, I only know the reference. I couldn't tell you what he looked like or what his movies. But we do have an. Have you seen? It's a sports
Yes,
story.
I have. Oh, no, I haven't.
Could you be more excited about Tom Mix? You're beside yourself.
Which is so cool when there's a reference that obscure,
Why?
legitimately in the news.
Because he loves obscure references.
Yes. I think the most obscure reference made in the show this week was done by Chick McGee.
I don't know what you're talking. Oh, the Merrimack, the Monitor.
I got a letter about that. No, the Joe Kelly reference.
Oh,
That's obscure.
that was just for you guys.
4 people in the country got that.
Hi, everybody. Here we
Hi.
go. Here's Tom. Last day of July.
July 31, 2020. The madness
31st.
continues.
July 31st, 2020. I'm starting to eat my heart away already.
All right, let's not nitpick. I can't stand that. It's my job. Let's see who's who here. Let's take attendance. Ace Cosby, engineer, voice, and joke fellow.
How about you?
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know.
Wow, that's nice.
Stepping into your territory.
It adds a certain spin to that, doesn't
Words are words.
it? Okay. Chick McGee.
Hey, man.
He's right over there. I can see him. Josh wearing his Josh shirt with his name right on it.
Yeah.
That Christy gave him.
Yes.
That is really handy.
How about you, fellas?
Makes my job so much easier.
Oh,
Fancy.
Josh, of course, is sitting in not just any chair. It's the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. Why are we calling it that? Because Steven Singer Jewelers has something special because it's just that time. What do you call it? What's the word you keep using?
A just because gift.
A just because gift. I like that idea. A little surprise for no particular reason. Hey, baby, look what I got for you. Cha-ching.
just because I was out all night at my friends.
Just because I slept with your cousin.
Well.
Just because my underwear is covered in glitter.
9 years from now, you've forgotten all about it.
Let's see, this just derailed. Where were we? Oh, this is Tom speaking. Ace, Chick, Josh, and I are in the big room. We got the UV air exchangers all installed.
Scrubbers.
The UV scrubbers are now installed in the air conditioning units in this building. So
right on.
That's a kind of a safety thing we're doing here. And then in the next room, it's Christy Lee. You can see her right there if you're looking on the cameras. Are we doing the feed today?
I'll check.
Okay, Ace will be checking on that. If we are in fact
Should
doing
be,
that,
yeah. I know we are because we've already had people commenting.
Okay, Christy Lee. Again, it's like looking at a giant aquarium with one little teeny fish.
Yes, but the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom is exciting today. We got a lot of great stuff.
We have such a great fish story today.
Yes.
All right.
And I kept that chick. I didn't
God,
give that
it's
chick.
great. Did you
Is
see
it a
pic-
record fish?
No.
Well, no, but it's really scary, and it justifies something I've been doing all my life.
Uh-huh.
God, I wish Willie were here today to hear about this.
Now, where is he?
He got fired.
He's moving today,
Oh, okay.
so he's got the Suburban full of stuff in Chicago.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
We may have to call him during this story though, because it's justifying something I've been doing my entire life.
He's probably really happy, wants to talk to people. He's in the middle of a move. I'm sure he's just hoping that phone rings. What's going on, Willie? Well, I dropped some stuff and broke some things, and I'm all sweaty. And
My landlord's a pig, that kind of stuff. Okay. Let's see now. Where were we? And then, there's Pat Godwin on the big screen over there. Hey, Pat.
How about you?
And Pat's moving today, too.
Big moving day for everybody, huh?
Pat's moving to his new apartment. Very exciting.
you're planning the movement later, aren't you?
Oh,
Really? Off the road
now,
we're going
really?
I thought that would be your your various breads and butters.
He's a man after your heart, I think.
Yeah.
Not at all. I would never discuss anything.
You
like that.
just sit there and giggle.
Gentlemen,
Never
doesn't-
Never discuss that.
Gentlemen does
Write
not
books about it.
walk in the room and go, hey, I just
Yes,
released one that can
You're
straddle.
a dirty liar.
Just released one that can straddle a shoebox. No, I don't do that. We do have Chick McGee at the sports desk. I have not really reviewed a lot of the sports this morning.
Well, there's
anything interesting.
a lot of stuff still getting canceled. A lot of stuff going to get canceled.
Can't
a
stand
lot of stuff happening. A lot of people sick. A lot of people healthy, but the sick people are keeping the healthy people at home.
Okay, now
That's sports.
we do have something pretty cool coming out of NASA today. Something semi-obscure, but I think I thought it was pretty cool, and I ran it by a couple folks here, and they didn't agree. So we'll see if we can cram that in. Yesterday, as we were checking out, we had an interesting story about Stonehenge. We didn't really get the whole thing on.
Stonehenge.
We can do it again. I have it right here.
Theorists have very many.
What's that now, Josh?
Ancient astronaut theorists have very many interesting ideas about Stonehenge.
Wow.
They feature Stonehenge quite frequently on the show.
I think the coolest thing was when Pink Floyd did a show there. Right.
I don't remember that.
Neither do I remember Pompeii,
On the dark side of the moon.
Did they perform the whole thing right there? Is that what they did? I don't know.
With everybody?
Was it Pompeii? Who knows? I thought it was.
Was everybody there? Or?
I don't remember. Yeah. The point is, Stonehenge. They think they found where the rocks came from, right?
Yes, they did. Do you want to do it now? Or
sure, go ahead.
Ancient aliens is where they came from.
Right. No, they did not. The origin of the giant stones at Stonehenge. Finally, it's been discovered with the help of a missing piece from the site, which was returned about 60 years after. A test of the meter-long core was matched with a geochemical study of the standing megaliths.
Certainly, that's how they would do it.
Yeah, an archaeologist pinpointed the source of the stones.
You take your Johnson rod.
To an area 15 miles north of the Stonehenge site near Marlborough. But that doesn't, how did
Tom's
they get
not
them?
impressed by this.
No.
I mean, it would like if these stones actually came from
Mars,
the islands of Tahiti, and you go, whoa. So they came from 15 miles away.
15 miles back then may as well have been the islands of Tahiti.
Unless you had logs that you could roll them on.
Which they may have had.
But they're still, do you know how heavy those...
Have you been...
I got to move across town and it's bad.
It's not flat.
Everybody keep in mind, the story he's excited about is the moon story, which makes no sense. This one, he's poo-pooing.
Well, no, so the stones they're halfway across town. So what? Not that big of a deal.
It's pretty cool.
Now, the other thing, did you keep reading where it says these stones are from the same quarry where Fred Flintstone was employed?
Oh, no, I didn't have that part.
Oh, I didn't know he was involved at all.
Oh, yeah, slate gravel.
Didn't you love the thing where he'd slide down the dinosaur?
Oh, of course. Yeah, they'd pull on the bird or whatever, and it would whistle.
And then some quote-unquote scientist said that brontosauruses weren't real.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all saw Fred slide down a snack.
I don't
all
know
had the
burgers.
burgers.
They apparently didn't have TV when they were kids.
They are real, but they're not called brontosaurs. They're brachiosaurs.
I'm calling them brontosaurus,
I know
buddy.
they are. I know.
Okay.
Oh, added a buddy.
And what moon story are we talking about?
Oh, I just discovered this. It involves a camera buffs will like this.
Okay.
Tom, have you heard of the Bronsonsaurus?
You son of a bitch.
The Bronsonsaurus.
I'll kick your ass.
Yeah, Charles Bronson.
I eat leaves.
Are you familiar with the Hasselblad?
No. The camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Elizabeth Hasselblad?
No, the Hasselblad.
She died recently.
What?
She's in Austin Powers.
Oh, that was Olivia. Havilland.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Too, yeah.
Scared me for a second.
Me too.
I love the fact that Christie's jumping in on being vague. I love it.
Yeah, there's a really cool story about the great astronaut Gene Cernan.
Yes.
And his Hasselblad camera that was thought to have been left on the moon.
Who'll ever forget that great scene in Apollo 13 with him and his vests? Boy, that was something, wasn't it?
It was great. That's a fine movie.
You know something?
It's a great movie.
People who don't appreciate the great engineers in our culture shouldn't be allowed to vote. If you don't understand the...
Well, apparently none of us are going to be allowed to vote,
Well, that's a
so good
different
luck,
story.
everybody.
You shouldn't be allowed to use the fruits of their labor.
Yes.
I'll tell you that.
Yes.
Is that right?
You love technology.
Is the phone glued to your hand, but you poo-poo technology constantly?
You're...
He's about to jump out of his seat.
Coming up, speaking of technology.
That would take effort.
This story. Oh, wait a minute. Hello. Wait a second. Hello, it's a new feature, pot calling the kettle black.
Wow.
You may have snubbed me earlier this morning.
This morning, I fought the urge. I saw your salmon, or whatever the hell it is, in the refrigerator in a plastic wrap, and I almost wrote in Sharpie, fresh turd, on the top of it. But I didn't. I said no.
So fat, I'm so fat. I am fattest, I am fat. Nobody's fatter than me. Nobody's fatter than me. All I do, I eat and jerk and jerk.
All right.
Just because every morning I eat a 30-pound salmon doesn't mean...
At least it's healthy.
Coming up, we have jerking
In the news.
That story is so fantastic.
And as soon as I read it, I went, you know what I said to myself? poor Josh.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever done that live on the air?
It is the merging of. It's like there's a news god, and he went. Let's see now. What could I hand Tom that would be the perfect story for Josh? Oh, here it is. Here it is.
What do you have in your mouth? Are you like going to take 2 COVID tests? What are you doing?
Oh, you are holding 2 long sticks.
Coffee stirrers? These are my coffee stirrers.
Oh, I thought they had a little cotton on the end.
I like to have wooden coffee stirrers. I do not like plastic spoons.
I know.
So I went online and bought these, and I believe I have enough of these to build a log cabin. Do you ever do that when you buy something online? You have no idea. I literally have 1,000 cups in my office.
I misordered just this week. I have 5,000 legal envelopes. You know me, I love to catch up on my correspondence.
Also, I have enough psyllium husk to keep this entire building in turds for a year. I didn't read the number of the ounces. I thought the bags were this big.
Right.
And they're the size of water softener salt bags.
Oh.
So if you have some animals that need to get their bowels moving, I've got the psyllium husk.
How do they make those? Do they make like they take a log and chop them up into coffee stirrers?
Oh, these guys? I don't know. I literally have a box of them here. So, but don't you like the nice wooden coffee stirrers?
Yeah, I do.
And after you stir, you suck on them and get a little of that coffee taste.
Yeah.
Okay. So where were we? We were discussing Eugene Cernan's camera coming up in the news.
Oh, boy.
You're very oral, aren't you? You're
you orally retentive?
I know. I just enjoy coffee. I don't know if
you're sucking on a piece of wood over there.
Some kind of Freudian.
Suck on it.
Okay.
We're coming back with more of the Bronson Zords.
Man, oh man, can we keep this going all morning? I'll never get tired of this.
Oh, yes, you will. You know when you'll get tired of it? When he calls.
I know.
And if Hokey the Bear calls, it's on you, mister.
You just said it. I didn't.
Okay. Coming up today, I believe we have Larry King, Dick Hitswater, and a host of others.
I just found a story, Tom, that you missed that I think we should touch on today, too.
Okay.
About a guy whose penis fell off and they grew him a new one on his arm.
I'm skeptical. Grew him a new one or...
No, it's growing on his arm from a flap. It's been there for 4 years.
They're never as good as the original parts. I don't care what
But he did get 2 extra inches.
Whoa.
Now I'm really skeptical. Well, it's the source on this.
It's on the Daily Mail. It's from the National Health what is it in England? NHS.
National Health?
NHS, National Health Society.
Yeah.
We will see. In sports, what do you got?
Major League Baseball's made it official. A loony rule coming up.
Okay.
Another one?
Yep.
All right. Is this the one where if you
I'm not saying
drop the ball,
coming up.
You have to give your glove to the umpire for 2 more plays?
You got to wear your glove on your head.
Okay. We'll right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I watch you at the health club. I watch you at the mall. Last week I sat beside you in the airport bathroom stall. I know you really love me. Someday you'll say I do. Even though a restraining order keeps me 100 feet from you. I can't stop stalking you. Every minute, every day. I can't stop stalking you. Nothing in this world will keep me away. Can't see me. I see the red lights flashing as I hide behind this tree. Once again, your nosy neighbors have called the cops on me. I'm sitting in this squad car. My ears begin to ring. I listen as these voices in my head begin to sing. You every minute, every day. I can't stop stalking you. Nothing in this world will keep me away. Nothing in this world will keep me away.
Hi, this is Bob. And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Ooh, 620 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
She's Christy Lee. She's got the weather forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Partly cloudy today, high 80. Cloudy with occasional showers tonight, down to 66. We have rain in the forecast for Saturday with a high of 78. Showers and scattered thunderstorms Sunday, 76. 68 right now.
So,
yeah.
The good news is you can listen to win some serious cash coming up on Q95. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. The big room, it's Ace, Chick, Josh, I'm Tom. Through the glass that way, it's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Missing in action today is Willie. He's up in Chicago. He's
Wilbur.
He's packing up some stuff. Speaking of packing, today it's the Pat Godwin move.
Moving out.
Pat is in the other building.
Moving out.
Moving out.
Got some good news for Pat coming up. I'm kind of excited about. We'll get to that shortly. And did I mention Ace Cosby's the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day? Coming up a little bit later on today. This has been a strong week for the Joke of the Day, I would say.
Every week.
Well, this week in particular.
You're quite mad. You know that.
If you could if you could bottle Ace's confidence.
Yeah, I know.
Remember, you should have your own cologne, Ace.
See, me and Zany were supposed to go out, but because the
Pandemic, yeah.
He was going to open for you?
See, here's the thing, though. He believes that. You can't convince him otherwise.
Agreed.
And now, credit where credit is due. Josh, I think you can tell the story better than I can. Possibly the best joke of the year came to us from Bob Zaney.
Yes.
Referencing the pandemic. Nothing funny about it, but hey.
Yeah, no, he informed us that the coronavirus can live 3 days on a toilet seat, which is 2 longer than Elvis.
Not funny enough for you, chick?
I've
You buying shoes over there? What's going on?
Heard it.
Okay. Thanks for thanks for pitching in.
Look at the sports. You like that better?
Have you bought your new thermometer?
I did, actually.
Why did you get a new thermometer?
The meter.
You should have heard
Listen to this, Chrissy, during the break.
Meter, baby.
Have you heard about this?
No.
It's the MEAT meter, METER. It's a thermometer that's got, what is it, like Wi-Fi built into it or something?
Yep. You leave the element in the meat, and you can check your phone to see what temperature your meat is.
Oh, cool.
I'm sure you open the oven door, is it, to check?
Yeah, I do, yes.
Like an animal? Yeah.
So you look at your phone and it's, wow.
That's
now, Josh, you were explaining that there's a couple of problems with these things.
Yes, they do not work for temperatures over 250 degrees, and they're 80% mercury.
Oh, okay.
Okay, maybe part of that's a lie.
But maybe both those things are a lie.
That's kind of cool. I may have to. What are they talking about? How much money for one of these guys?
$100.
Ooh, that's kind of steep.
Oh.
Well, man,
right.
you got $100 meter money.
Not right now.
Meter money.
I'm a little short right now. No.
You need
the cash.
You need a little love.
Yeah.
I have $40 in my wallet. You can have it.
There's that great, Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali when they fought the first fight, which was, you can testify to this. It was everywhere when we were kids. Everybody picked a side. Everybody cared about that first fight at Madison Square Garden. But
is that the Down Goes Frazier?
No, that was the second one. Ali was kind of down on his luck, so Frazier put this is in the documentary. He said, "Yeah, I picked him up in my limousine, and he was a little down on his luck because Joe was the champ." And says, so I put a little love in his hand.
Oh.
Gave him a little money. Yeah, just a little love in his hand. And then,
that is nice.
And then Muhammad Ali called him a name, and then everything went to hell. And then they fought for the rest of their lives.
Okay, well, you got to... just yesterday, I was listening to my Joe Frazier and the Knockouts LP.
I'm not familiar with that. Is it?
Yeah, like many,
he had a Vegas show.
Like many in the world of fame. Yeah, Joe Frazier decided he was a singer.
Wow.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah. I can remember pictures of him in a leisure suit, like on the Merv Griffin show.
He jumped on stage with me once down in Philly.
Oh, cool.
And sang Dock of the Bay, yeah.
Wow.
How was it?
It was okay.
If you don't write a Broadway show about your amazing adventures and incredible life, I'm going to call Lin-Manuel.
I'm like Zelig.
Yes, you are. You absolutely are.
And my favorite story of yours, I don't think you can tell on the air.
Which is that?
Don McLean?
No, the Big Red story.
I don't know if I can. Yeah.
The Big Red story. Have you ever heard that?
No.
I don't know if I have.
Is this chewing gum related?
No, we'll dance around it. Maybe we can do it later.
Okay.
It is a classic, though. Pat's got his guitar. We'll get a song out of Pat coming up. But first, I wanted to read a little bit of mail. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. It's been an unusual week here in the program in that we have had 2 days in a row, we have had news stories about lost prosthetic legs.
Oh, my God. He's doing it just as we predicted, Josh.
3 stories, 3 different stories. Mm-hmm. And we have another one coming up today.
Yes, we do.
I don't know why this is suddenly happening. And we're not trying to make fun of anyone.
Maybe there's a prosthetic leg lobby.
But the first one I found out about was in an Indiana lake. A woman lost her leg. It doesn't say how she lost it, but it was very valuable. And there happened to be a fire department doing some training nearby with scuba gear, and they actually found it. And I think, it was quoted as saying it was worth more than $20,000.
Yes. Then we had the guy with the $27,000 leg yesterday.
That was in the Merrimack River.
Right. And then we had the guy skydiving who lost his leg.
I think the $27,000, that has Wi-Fi, I think.
The $27,000 has the Wi-Fi?
It has a meat thermometer.
Okay, there you go.
It alerts your phone if you lose your prosthetic.
This letter comes to us from, we'll just call him Mr. Smith.
Okay.
He writes, a few years ago, my family and I were at a place called Worlds of Fun.
Oh, Kansas City?
An amusement park. I'm reading the next part verbatim. An amusement park in Kansas City, the home of the Super Bowl champions. We were in line at a ride called the Detonator, a towering ride that shoots you straight up into the air 100 feet. Other places have this ride. They call it the Superman ride. Suddenly, we hear this big boom on the platform. Some guy's prosthetic leg had fallen off and rained down from the sky. Wow. Luckily, no one was hurt.
I was going to say that would not feel good.
Wow. You could see the freely detached Velcro straps. When the ride slowly descended back to the ground, the guy was laughing. He looked like Donnie Baker. Now, I don't know if Donnie has a prosthetic leg, but
not yet.
Anyway, thank you very much for that letter, Mr. Smith. We had the one story was a guy jumped out of an airplane and his prosthetic leg fell off, and a farmer found it. I think that was in Maine, right?
In Vermont, wasn't it?
And then a lady in Indiana lost it in a lake. Then a guy lost one in the Merrimack River.
And this one we have coming up is in the ocean.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay. Think about that.
Do you think a whale came up with it in his mouth or something?
I think it's a disappointed shark.
Maybe that's it could be
Leg a person.
Maybe that's how he lost it in the first place.
It's the equivalent of fake fruit.
Okay, well, all these are coming up, but right now we're going to dip into the sports page. With Chick McGee across.
Boy, that was a long tease. Jesus.
Hey, the NBA. NBA started last night, Jesse. Lakers came back from 11 down, a third-quarter deficit to beat the Clippers 103-101 in Lake Buena Vista, Florida, under the bubble. Nobody there but the players and their whores.
Whoa.
Anthony Davis scored 34. LeBron James had the go-ahead basket with 12.8 seconds left. Boy, it does feel good to do the old sports voice again.
You like it, Tom?
Oh, yeah. How do you like this, Chubb? You really like
Fortunately,
this?
I'm looking for something over here. Not
what are you trying to find? Well, good luck to you, Tommy.
Sportsmen would like to talk to the
another NBA game last night. The Utah Jazz, 106-104 winners.
All right. God, we're not on the AM.
Over the Pelicans.
We are somewhere.
Rudy Gobert. Yes.
Rudy Gobert.
That Rudy
Charlie
Gobert.
Go Wolf.
You remember
Christy Go Bunny.
Rudy Gobert, he was the
He's
one
the first
back
guy.
in March to comically wipe himself all over the mics during a press conference.
Oh, that was.
And then the next day he had the virus.
I remember that Gobert report.
Rapport. The Gobert rapport.
Right.
Didn't you just want to punch somebody whenever they said that?
Yeah, clever.
Real.
That got old so fast.
And yes, doubleheaders in Major League Baseball, it's official. They will now become a pair of 7-inning games in baseball's latest rule
Josh
change.
isn't happy.
No, I don't care for it.
During a season reshaped by the pandemic.
They're still going to go with the 3 strikes thing?
Well,
yeah.
You get an extra strike, but you have to play duck, duck, goose around the pitcher's mouth. Or as I like to call it,
They're going to play with
goose.
They're going to one less player, and if you hit into right field, you're out. Remember that when you were a kid? You had all those weird rules.
Well, it's an out. Yeah, we don't have anybody over there to
remember ghost runners, pitcher's hand.
Remember the lawn chairs, the strike zone? I think that was my favorite. Yeah.
You had ghost runners? How did that work?
Sure.
You didn't have
All right,
enough
there's
guys.
a man on second.
That's right. I got a man on second.
Yeah.
God, those were the days.
And this argument, he'd have made it home on that fly ball.
Right.
Yeah, he'd have made it home. Yeah.
Yeah, you had really certain hits in certain areas were just a single. That person could only advance one base.
That's exactly right. And then you got to keep track of it. Major League Baseball already.
Those were such great days.
Oh, they're amazing.
If you're a kid.
They don't have to go away. My brothers and I still play wiffle ball any chance we get.
Those days seem to last forever, didn't they?
Didn't they?
Good times.
We built, actually, we forewent the lawn chair and built a net, a strike zone net.
Wow.
Yeah, PVC.
Fancy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Here I was at my house building grenade launchers with M80s out of PVC. Oh, sorry.
And if the net had a little slack in it, and if the wiffle ball got caught in it, you were out.
Oh.
So we added little rules like that, which now the MLB seems in favor.
Now the MLB, they're doing it.
We used to have mat time.
What's that?
What was mat time?
When we were playing basketball,
right.
horse.
Oh,
If
I did this.
If you lost, there was a mat in the corner of the concrete that would be now farther away than a 3-pointer. But if you lost, if you got HORSE, you had mat time.
You could get back in.
You could get back in.
How many shots were you allowed?
Yeah.
One.
Okay.
Oh,
It would
yeah.
depend. My brothers were both really good at basketball. So
That's awesome.
They would usually give me a couple extra. They're also, one is 6'6", one's like 6'4", and I was at the time 3 feet tall.
Major League Baseball, you recall, already added DHs to the National League this year and added an automatic runner at second base.
Boy, I hope that goes away.
To start all half innings and extra
I'm
innings.
so confused.
I'm not making that rule up. If it goes to the 10th inning,
right.
There's a man automatically on second.
There's a man automatically on second for the team batting.
And just to clarify, it's a real man, not a ghost.
No, not a ghost guy,
Not a ghost runner.
And how do they decide who that person is, may I
I
ask?
think it's probably up to the manager.
So you can take the fastest guy that's...
Sure.
That would make sense.
When did umpires start loving their wives?
I don't
Didn't
know.
it used to? Come on, guys. Extra innings.
Yep.
Let's keep this thing going.
Let's get
now
out of
all of
here.
a sudden they're in a rush to get home.
There's hot dogs
does
at home.
seem to... Boy, they are big guys, aren't they?
Now, are they calling? You mentioned the bubble, right? And they're calling the Orlando ESPN Disney facility the bubble, right?
Right.
How did you word that story? Live from the bubble.
I guess, yeah.
And
They're playing all the games in the bubbles. Yeah, in the bubble.
The NHL is using the bubble as well.
okay,
I follow.
but are they referring to the facility as the bubble?
No, I think they're referring to the
sports
fact
complex.
that they're all in one place.
The ESPN Sports Complex or something.
Right.
Okay, because remember the good old days when the bubble meant you probably weren't going to make the NCAA men's college basketball tournament.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
The halcyon days, of real life before the S hit the F.
I follow Reggie on the social media.
Wayne or Miller?
Miller. And
what?
When I say
follow
Reggie,
both of them, but
I
go ahead.
No,
mean
Reggie
Miller.
Wayne is hilarious.
Anyway, he made a big deal about going to the bubble. He had to say goodbye to his kids. It was really kind of but they have to be in the bubble. Him and Kevin Harlan have to be in the bubble too.
For the broadcast, they were separated by a plastic thing.
Are you kidding me?
Well, that's the way they always broadcast. They don't get along.
Yeah, no, they
keep them separated, Ace. You know what I'm talking about.
Major League Baseball also says this
Didn't
weekend.
even get a grimace?
I grimace.
Not a tone deaf grimace?
Major League
we've been
Baseball.
told to ignore such comments.
Okay, thank you.
I'm formulating I'm formulating my excuse that I'll have with the guy at the meeting later. Major League Baseball says this weekend's 3-game series between the Phillies and the Blue Jays has been postponed. The move, a precaution following a recent virus outbreak in the visiting clubhouse at Citizens Bank Park. 17 Miami Marlins have tested positive. You can see we go on with the season. It's just going to get easier and easier to play these games. The Phillies said there were no positive results among players from Wednesday's test. I can't talk, but there were 2 positives. We're positive, we're sick. From a member of the coaching staff and a member of the clubhouse staff had tested positive.
Okay, well, I want to remind you that we have some pretty cool stuff coming up, and that would include a great story about a...
Here it comes down. Now, remember what he's saying. Great story is what he said.
A very rare occurrence in fresh water.
All right. Okay.
Have you read that story?
Is it a saltwater fish?
No, it's really cool, very scary. There's one.
Believe anything.
Did you watch the video?
No, I didn't. I'll look it up
I
at
have
the break.
a technical question. I know that we've become a society of pansies, but some of the stuff that they're some of the stuff that we're pixelating now.
Because you're a man's man, really?
Well, no, this involves an injury, and they're actually pixelating the wound.
Oh, I see.
Really?
Well, there are some people. Well,
Boy,
I mean,
it depends on the outlet, but they don't do that for Shark Fest. I can tell you that.
Well, that's a good thing. It's reality too much. We're just going to start pixelating everything.
There's a documentary about Alex Smith trying to come back after that horrendous. They almost lost his leg. And there are pictures during the healing process, and it looks like his leg was burned on a grill. I wish they would have pixelated that out.
Okay.
It kind of took me by surprise.
I take it all back.
There
I'm a
you
pansy.
go.
I don't want to see that.
I don't either. No.
I'll tell you what. We were talking about cooking, of course, and Chick just bought what's it called again?
Meter.
The meter where you can,
$100. That's the way I roll.
That seems awfully steep, but it tells your phone the temperature of your meat.
That's right.
That is amazing. Of course, that would be the kind of thing for Thanksgiving.
Giddy
Would that be the best?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, but speaking of great cooking.
I mean, the turkey. Remember, if you get the meter, you get an extra serving of pumpkin pie. See, you start eating the turkey and you get the probe in your mouth.
I lost him there.
Really?
I was trying to make an intelligent segue.
Explain to me.
It can be very difficult around here. Christy Lee and I are big fans of
HelloFresh.
HelloFresh. What is HelloFresh? Well, it's America's #1 meal kit. Especially now, I've got a feeling that you're probably getting pretty tired of your own cooking.
Yeah, it's so nice to have somebody else decide for me.
I was talking to a friend of mine who is a chef, and he said, I'm getting really tired of my own cooking. If he's getting tired, HelloFresh delivers the box to you. What's inside it? Well, they've done the shopping. They've got the recipe set for you. Every week, 22 chef-curated recipes, all kinds of different stuff you get to choose from. You can get super cool craft burgers, a surf and turf. You can get comfort food. You can go vegetarian, whatever you like. Low-cal, they've got it all. And the box arrives, and everything's already been measured. You put it together, have some fun, cook. I like cooking with my little girls. They get a big kick out of it. And then the food is better than anything you've ever made yourself. Yeah. So check it out. HelloFresh. By the way, they use recyclable packaging. And once again, the ingredients are pre-portioned, so you're going to cut way down on food waste. And also, you're going to give yourself a bunch of extra time. You don't have to mask up and go to the grocery store, because here's the stuff right there. It's super flexible also. People ask me about that. If you're going on vacation, it's easy to change the schedule. You can add extra meals or skip a week, whatever you want. HelloFresh is really designed to meet your particular, as they say, lifestyle, whatever you're into. Get started. This is the best offer they've ever made, because they want you to check it out. Go to HelloFresh.com, use the code BTShow, like Bob Tom Show, and you get a staggering $80 off, and then to make it even better, free shipping. So talk about nothing to lose. Promo code is BTShow, and it's HelloFresh.com. $80 off, including free shipping on your first box. Check it out. I know you're going to love it. And by the way, they do have cards that walk you through it. So let's just say you're me and you don't know exactly what they're referencing. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what that is.
There are pictures. We like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think even the fanciest restaurants should now have pictures on your phone.
Picture.
So you can just take your phone and go, what exactly is this? Oh, it's one of those. The promo code is BTShow. It's HelloFresh.com. I know you're going to love it. Coming up, we have a couple of my favorite stories of the year, and I'm not kidding.
Oh, cool.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Rebound, 3-block performance. Major League Baseball doubleheaders will now become a pair of 7-inning games at baseball's latest rule change during a season reshaped by the pandemic. A person familiar with the plan says Major League Baseball and the Players Union reached agreement on the new Twin Bills. And the Buffalo Bills in the NFL are the first team to send their rookies home and hold training camp remotely. 2 more players tested positive for the virus. Defensive backs Saron Neal and Dane Jackson, both positive, upping the team's total to 5 since rookies reported July 21st. And the NHL is set to resume with a 24-team expanded playoff opening this weekend in Toronto and Edmonton. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hey, Border Patrol agents in Texas seized $1.5 million worth of pot recently hidden in a shipment of ketchup.
What? Where'd they put it? Let me go get rid of it.
Had a street value of over $1.5 million.
Hidden in ketchup.
Wow.
Well, there's the famous story from one of our favorites involving a woman who was caught smuggling drugs. Hundreds of thousands of dollars of drugs.
In my nether region.
In my nether region. He goes, God, I hope it wasn't marijuana. See, that would be rather large cavity.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
The following is a paid commercial announcement for the Joe Johnson Memory System.
Hello, I'm Joe Jefferson. Do you forget things you wish you could remember? Do you forget people's names? Do you forget important dates? Do you forget information that's important to remember, like important dates? Or perhaps you even forget people's names. That's why I created my new memory system called the Joe Jackson Memory System. With the Jeff Jackson Memory System, you'll be able to remember long lists of items in great detail. Does it work? Just listen to these testimonials.
I used to forget things all the time. You know, little things like where my car keys were, what I was supposed to pick up at the store, where my car keys were, you know, things like that. Then I tried the Jerry Johnson Memory System, and now I can even remember the names of everyone in my household. Thanks, Jack.
Man, my memory was the worst. I couldn't even remember what I heard just a couple of minutes ago. And then I tried the John Johnson Memory System, and wow, what a difference. My memory used to be the worst. Do you know there was a time when I couldn't even remember what I heard just a couple of minutes ago? Thanks, Jerome.
Yes, with the Johnny Jasper Memory System, you'll never forget anything important ever again. To order this Jake Jensen Memory System, just call 1-888. That's 1-800. Again, 1-877-5. 1-888-5. Or no, it's an 800 number. Oh, yes, that's 1-888-352-4QML. The Jackie Jackson Memory System costs only $19.95. That's right, just $29.95. Call today and we'll also include at no extra charge a notepad that you could use to write things down. Yes, you'll get the Junior Johnson Memory System and the notepad, all for just $39.95. Call and give your credit card and ATM number to our operators today. And what's the first thing you want to do tomorrow? That's right. Call and give our operators your credit card number. And don't forget to do what it was that I told you to do earlier involving the thing I was talking about. Your memory will improve, or my name isn't Jim Johansson.
Okay, Mr. Jenkins, that's a tape.
Good. I've got kind of a busy day ahead of me. I have to go record a commercial for my memory system.
Hi, this is Bob. And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Please, let today go see someone about how you are, will you? 645 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Don't talk to Ace like that. Christy Lee's got an update on the forecast.
295 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Mix of sun and clouds today, high 80. Then we have rain moving in for the weekend. Sorry, kids. High 78 on Saturday, 76 on Sunday, 68 currently.
I think we can all agree that none of us have had enough of the people that...
I guess we're going to have to stay indoors this weekend.
Oh, yikes. How about this? Hang out with us all day. You're shot at some serious money Well, that sounds good. Wouldn't $1,000 be handy right now? No. Yes, sirree. Let's also, I want to remind you, we've got, I think, one of my favorite stories of all time coming up, which you'll hear about momentarily. Let's see. Welcome back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
How about ya?
Happy to be here. There's Chick. There's Ace. I'm Tom in the big room, along with Josh at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk. Through the glass over there, it's Christy Lee. Willie off today. He's getting ready to move. He's got the Suburban full of stuff.
Waking and baking.
Pat Godwin is also moving today. In fact, Pat's moving out of the house Willie's moving into, and Pat's moving to his apartment.
Very exciting.
Oh, this should be very exciting.
Now, will you have your son helping you move today?
No, he's with his mom this week.
Okay, all right, okay.
Okay.
Because that would probably add, what, 7 hours?
That'd be problematic.
Yeah.
Now, are you? Do you have posters and stuff ready to go up?
Posters? No, I've got artwork back east.
Artwork.
I may get that on Sunday.
Everything's back
I'm
east.
sorry, I misspoke. I meant for your son. Are you? I assume he'll want to put some posters.
No, we're going to go with artwork in his room too. Yeah.
What?
He's a big fan of my brother's work. Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, they have bonded over
let him
this art
choose some stuff that he wants.
That's what he's choosing. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, I believe that.
Hey, we got a letter.
Yes, go ahead.
Dear Chick, my name is Jason. I'm a truck driver. The phrase, how about you?
Yeah.
He's saying is a trucker term on the CB. I didn't think I owned it. I just like saying it.
Right.
You would say, how about you, chick? And you would hear, you got your ears on?
Oh.
Okay.
When calling out to another driver. You guys get me through the morning. Love you all. Thanks.
Oh, nice, Jason.
From Jason.
Good to know. Got a win bag here.
Got your ears on?
I was mentioning that we have a news story coming up about Gene Cernan and the astronaut. There's a really interesting story about the Hasselblad camera used on the moon that they thought was missing and left on the moon. We'll get to the story coming up, and I mentioned that it was Gene Cernan, and I got this letter. Gene Kranz was the flight director who got the new vest in the beginning of Apollo 13. You had the wrong Gene. No, that was
I
had
the wrong Gene. I got my Genes.
I said it was Gene Cernan.
Because who could forget that riveting scene in Apollo 13 when
you're the only person who doesn't love that movie.
I'm sorry. I'm entitled to my opinion.
You are entitled to it.
But you're wrong.
Yeah, a lot of people are entitled to their opinions.
Is it Ronnie?
Right
Is
now,
that
a lot
why
of people's
you guys,
opinions are killing them.
Is that why you guys like the movie?
They went through a lot to film that.
You like Ronnie?
It's just an exciting movie.
Now, we were also
making a movie.
we were also talking about Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned the documentary
One Nation Divided, I think.
About the
first Ali Frazier fight, yeah.
And then I brought something up that I don't think you were aware of, Christy.
What?
The fact that Joe Frazier had a band.
I had no idea.
Yeah, like many famous people, he thought he could
it wasn't
become
bad.
a singer. Well, we have a little bit of the music for you. You ready? Here you go.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
That's because Joe's standing there with a microphone. Okay, it's Joe Frazier and the Knockouts. Here we go. Now,
he's going to do it
his way. Yes.
The key to this is having a lot of background singers in it.
Now, the time is near.
Yeah.
The time is here to check my hopes and prepare.
Yeah.
To take the dare. It's time to climb right through them ropes and.
So this is the song "My Way" with new lyrics that they must have spent minutes working on.
To face a man who has a plan and states that plan, not in a shy way. Well, that's his right, but come to fight, I'll fight him my way.
Fight my way.
You know what he sounds like? A decent singer who's been hit in the head a few times.
No,
he sounds
like a terrible singer who's been hit in the head a few times.
Think it's
you don't
terrible.
think there's anything good in there at all? I think
it's terrible.
Yeah, I think he's okay.
I don't care for the arrangement.
Oh,
Thank you,
Frank.
Frank.
He's Frank Sinatra
No,
now.
Sinatra now, chick.
If this were a blind listening test and you were played 20 different people, that wouldn't go beyond the first 4 words. You'd go next.
He always reminds me of Eddie Murphy in Coming to America when he's Randy Watson. Oh, there's a beautiful crowd. Give yourselves some applause.
Yeah, but I mean, who's got the nerve to tell smoking Joe Frazier he can't sing?
Yeah, no, you let him go.
Tyson?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, very good. Very good. Good point. I'm sorry. Back to the sports page with Chick McGee.
Hey, Joshy, the NHL is set to resume. 24-team expanded playoff opening this weekend.
That's right.
In Toronto and Edmonton, Alberta. Commissioner Gary Bettman, oh, man, what a guy, hopes the crowning of a Stanley Cup winner can become a shared experience, given the magnitude of the task to get to this point following a 4.5-month break. Though there will be strangeness with games played in empty arenas, some hope the restart of play in the NHL can serve as one small step, speaking of the space program, toward normalcy.
They mean normality.
During the coronavirus.
What illiterate loser wrote that?
During a couple of the exhibitions this week, they were pumping in crowd sounds, at least over the broadcast. And I didn't care. I just want to hear the chirping of the players. But then I thought they may have to pump in crowd noise to cover up the chirping of the players.
Oh.
It does not stay PG.
Really?
At all, yeah.
Well, if you had a guy skating at you full speed with a puck capable of piercing your skull, it's the tip of his stick, you might be cursing a little bit too. Yesterday we had a world record in the world of bicycling. I know we got another one coming up, but yesterday's record was very exciting. 2 women circumnavigated the globe on a tandem bike. I thought it was kind of interesting. And Pat, I just ran
a tandem bike and a plane.
Well, they did fly.
They had to fly the parts where it's ocean.
I'm just saying.
Okay, Pat, you were telling me in the hallway you got a tribute
Let's do a little tribute to them, yeah.
To the
2 ladies that went around the world there.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Maybe we can ride around the globe. Can't be lazy in countries with xenophobes. It could be a Guinness record. Our skin is cracked and leathered, and it don't smell sweet upon our seats of a bicycle built for 2. Sister, the coppers are after us. We don't have permits, so we might have to take the bus. We're best friends, it's like we're married. Screw your husband, Harry. So ring your bell and pedal like hell on a bicycle built for 2.
Oh,
a little tribute to the ladies there.
Nice.
Yeah, a tandem bike.
Nice.
So barely the seats after a while I would be so much
funky.
waiting. Of course, I can't argue with that. Chick McGee at the sports desk.
Chick, when you first saw the Muppet movie and they were riding those bikes, did you go, how in the hell did they do this?
How are they doing that? Kermit rides a bike through the whole movie, I think, pretty much.
Wasn't it pretty magical?
Yeah, it's the best.
His little legs there
I'm
pedaling.
a big Muppet fan. I love the Muppets.
Yeah.
I love the one with Jason Segel.
Yeah, it's fun. Good. Oh,
yeah, that would be a good one if Jason Segel wasn't.
We've got some info here.
What is wrong
I
with
like Jason Segel.
Made
What's
that
wrong with
movie. It's a
him?
great movie.
Nope, I forget Sarah Marshall. I don't watch it. Go ahead.
Oh, have you never seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
I
haven't
honestly,
seen it either.
I honestly think you'd really, really enjoy it.
It's very good.
Very good, yeah.
Tell Chick.
Yeah.
A real sportscaster would know better. Well, no, I'm sorry. Would know that the batter that made the last out in the previous inning would be the runner on second base in the 10th.
Evidently, that's the rule.
Yes. We've got multiple.
So when you make an out, you get to go take second base.
Many win back. Yeah, I know. Again, that's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
I don't know why that wouldn't compute, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds reasonable to me. More sports coming up, including the Phillies have an interesting announcement concerning the virus.
Okay. That it's bad?
Yeah, it's bad. And
I heard the Philly Fanatic has it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing that squirts out of his nose is not red anymore. It's kind of a green.
Also, coming up, we have more bears in the news, as usual, on bears, and a really interesting story about freshwater attack coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
The company announced yesterday they will close up to 800 stores in the U.S. this year. Stores will be shuttered have been performing below expectations, even as the U.S. struggles to emerge from the economic slump caused by the coronavirus pandemic. Dunkin' originally planned to close 450 stores at Speedway gas stations, but now the company will add.
This is one of my favorite tunes, by the way.
Tom's going to do one of his big hits.
Oh, yeah. It is, actually. It's one of
a huge hit.
One of the better ones. Yeah, all set over there, Tom?
I beg your pardon? Who are you speaking to?
Oh.
It's that strange European accent that
Yes,
you can't
indeed.
quite place.
Yes, hello.
I'm sorry, your name, sir?
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Good morning,
Bonjour.
Mr. Bonjour.
Oh, that's very funny.
Oh, yeah, we said.
You must be the chick, the funny one. Yes. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, we didn't catch your name.
I haven't thought of one yet.
I see.
It's Peter Merritt, isn't it? Or
I think it is Peter Merritt.
Peter Merritt.
something
Yes.
like that?
Yes. That would be very funny.
He's the crappy artist, isn't he?
Dick Merritt? Yeah.
Ricardo Merritt. Yes.
Ricardo Merritt.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, darling. I hate to interrupt you, but there's something I must tell you. I will sing for you now. In a minute.
Let it come around.
I will sing after the band comes around.
It's the band's fault.
If you find yourself in Holland, they'll say to you, how yaman? In France, they'll say, ferme la gueule. In Athens, you'll hear scarmont. In Berlin, it's Helden Sie the Schnauzer! In Jakarta, it's simply bon com. Let me translate for you, darling. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Coming around again.
Has there ever been a topic on which you don't expound? Has there ever been a moment when your mouth wasn't making a sound? Have you ever had the feeling that you might have said enough? I am begging you, my darling, shut up, shut up, shut up. Day or night, it does not matter. You still want to shoot the breeze. When I hear your constant chatter, I'm thinking, someone shoot me, please! Maestro! Now we are in the bedroom, so comfortably inclined. But the only intercourse we're having is the conversational kind. There's just one way to stop you from blabbering so much. Say hello to Mr. Johnson and shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Bravo.
Ferme la douche.
Yes.
Bonjour.
Laird Chevalier.
Laird Chevalier.
Uh-huh.
Maurice Chevalienis. Thank you. Maurice Chevalienis is the name of that character.
24/7.
7:02 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee's got an update in the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Partly cloudy today. Look for a high of 81. Showers move in for the weekend. 76 on Saturday, 78 on Sunday.
Okay,
Currently 68 degrees.
Thank you very much. The Bob and Tom golf outing is happening. It's going to be September 16th at Top Golf in Fishers. What's the word I'm looking for? Socially distanced, blah, blah, blah. So check that out. You can find information on the various Bob and Tom social media sites. Also, I want to remind you that we've got something up called Money for Nothing. This hour, be listening for a shot at $1,000 perhaps. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Special edition, I think.
Yeah, why not?
There's Josh, I'm Tom, that's Chick. There's Ace in the big room. Through the glass that way, it's Christy. And on the big screen over there, it's Pat Godwin. And it's moving day for Pat, moving day for Willie. So Willie's not here. We may call him later. But right now, let's head back over to the sports page with Chick McGee.
The Philadelphia Phillies announced yesterday, late afternoon, they have canceled all baseball activities indefinitely.
Yeah, man.
Oh. After 2 members of the organization tested positive for the virus, no players have tested positive. Hang with me. The Phillies, though, did say there were 2 staffers, 1 coach and a clubhouse worker. The team will not be holding any workouts at Citizens Bank Park until further notice. The Phillies were the last team to face the Marlins, who have had more than half their roster test positive. I think they're up to 19 or 20 players test positive for the virus. Philadelphia's series against the Yankees already postponed this week as a precaution, and the Marlins have canceled the rest of their games through Sunday.
That's going to probably be extended, I would imagine.
This is probably going to be...
Luckily, Philly fans are even-tempered and reasonable.
Yeah, they're pretty reasonable, and it'll be explained to them, and they'll go, oh, well, good luck to everybody.
All right, well, we'll just go home. We'll just go have a picnic.
Yeah. Brotherly love.
That's right.
That's what we're all about.
Yep. You know, they have nitrous in balloons outside...
In the parking lot. That's
outside the link.
Yeah.
That if you're watching the Eagles Redskins, you can go and grab yourself a balloon, then go up into the stands and cheer on your team. What you remember, anyway.
What's the point of that?
In case you need to get some dental work done.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is weird.
That's a big thing. It's just as Philadelphia-centric as the what's the name of that? Philly steak? Is that
cheesesteak?
Cheesesteak, yeah.
And now Joe Frazier in the
finally. Far be it from me to complain about several different topics going at once.
Okay. You want to hear an original Joe Frazier song?
Yeah, I'd love to.
We got a nice horn section.
This sounds like James Brown and the Fabulous Flames.
They start out great.
Baby, my loving.
It's a little better.
It's like TNT.
Yeah.
A little better.
TNT. If you don't believe me,
I'm telling you, I'll punch you.
He sounds like an okay singer that's been punched in the mouth.
Yeah, okay. Was that Joe Frazier and the Knockouts, or was that his cover band, Joe Frazier and the Technical Knockouts?
I don't know.
The TKOs.
Yeah, they tour.
Well, here we go again, everybody.
Stupid world record.
Canadian man has unofficially set the Guinness World Record for the farthest distance biked in a month.
How far?
Did you hear what Christy did there? That was the correct response.
The good thing is he picked one of the longer months.
Arvid Lowen.
I like the name Arvid.
I do too. How do you spell Arvid?
ARVID?
ARVID.
Whoa.
Surpassed the previous record of 7,031 miles. Jesus.
Arvid sounds like the COVID antibody or something.
Arvid 19.
Thankfully, his Arvid count size.
Or a planet in some sci-fi movie.
He just unofficially set this record on Wednesday. Several hours left in the 30-day period. He already broke the record.
Unofficially.
The 63-year-old kept on biking.
Hey. Okay.
The grandfather from Winnipeg said, I beat the record, but I also want to set a higher standard. So
Really? That's how he talks?
No, Chicken 63, you can just use your voice.
I was going to say, yeah.
You made
This
us
guy's
laugh.
only a year older than me. I was wondering when something like this would happen.
I know.
Yeah, it's like Paul McCartney gets out there. When I'm 64. Wait a minute.
78, baby. Okay.
I have a bit. I had a stand-up bit about how I like MILFs, and I'm like, well, I can't really do it anymore.
He says, I beat the record, but I also want to set a higher standard so that the next person has a little bit more work to do than I did. According to his Facebook page, Arvid cycled a total of just over 7,217 miles. Guinness World Record will need to evaluate the attempt before it can be verified, though the previous record holder broke his record by traversing several countries. Lowen beat the record by cycling between Winnipeg to Lockport over and over again.
Oh, God.
I wonder how long that trip is.
He said he did it 450 times, I think it was.
Man.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
For 30 days.
That's boring.
Man, I bet that
maybe
seems...
maybe it's good and flat. I don't know why he chose that.
There's a Tim Hortons that
Maybe
everybody knows his name.
There he goes.
Maybe he has a girlfriend at the other end.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's a badass. He also has the record for, I think, the longest traversing of Canada, coast to coast.
Wow.
So I say super.
He's so
badass.
old, though. He's 60.
Oh, 63, chick.
Hey.
And he, so it's the record is the farthest in 1 month. Would have been impressive if he did it in February for two reasons. A, 28 days, and B, ice and snow. Yeah. You can see why he chose the
I'm
summertime
surprised.
in Canada, you see.
I was expecting he was going to be on a stationary bicycle, pumping out the miles. That's what I thought this was all about. But he was actually outside on a road. So
Thank God.
congratulations.
But we had the stationary bike record not too long ago.
Yes, we did.
That's right. He was on his balcony, or one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yuck.
That was something, wasn't
That was boring. I'm sorry.
that's sports, Tom.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Let's get rid of
I drove by a guy the other day in his neighborhood, and he had his garage door open, and he was on one of those old, remember the old Schwinn bikes that went like this and had the big wheel in the front that was like a big fan?
Oh, sure. And the handles moved.
Yeah, and he was
yeah.
facing out of his garage and just pedaling away.
All right.
I thought, what a bizarre thing.
He's sort of outside. Was it raining?
No.
Maybe he just didn't want to fight the traffic.
I guess not.
The things men will do to get away from their wives.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Well, coming up, we have a story that kind of takes that into consideration.
No kidding.
Yeah, we're going to squeeze in some requests this morning. If you want to get a hold of us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We would love to hear from you.
Yes.
But right now, we're going to dip into a quick news story with Christy Lee. What have you got over there?
Well, a woman was injured following a rare fish attack.
Fish attack.
Fish in the Winnipeg River in Menaki, Ontario. Ms. Kim Driver said she was wading about chest deep in waters near Menaki last Saturday.
Hey, you know, Menaki, the outer belt is bacon.
I don't get it.
Anything?
No.
It's an appetizer.
You get it?
You're right. It's a
rumaki.
Rumaki.
Rumaki is the
it's water chestnut wrapped in bacon.
Do you want some olive?
Anything?
You probably stretched.
I liked it.
In what way?
I enjoyed it.
Because I was able to use canapé.
That's right.
Crudité.
It's part of
Appetizer.
it's part of a coup d'etat, or is that crudité? I always get those confused.
I am totally lost.
They're talking, it's an Asian thing.
I was in a foreign country. I wanted a cheese tray, and I took over the country.
Tom, there's a Benny Hill where Benny is unfortunately playing an Asian butler, and he
totally inappropriate.
Yes, but he
they couldn't get Mickey Rooney to come in.
John Wayne.
But the hostess of the party asks for the can of peas, and he of course brings in a can of peas, and she says, "No, I said the can of peas," and then he leaves and storms in with a canopy you would hang over like a sign.
There's some comedy there.
I'm sorry.
So your joke was this lady is attacked in the Winnipeg River in Menaki, Ontario. And you're saying, what was your joke again?
The outer belt. The outer belt
of Menaki
is bacon.
Wrapped in bacon. Come on. You deserve that.
You know what?
I don't get it.
I'm going to stand by that.
I don't get it.
You've never had rumaki,
Rumaki is
obviously.
water chestnut wrapped in bacon.
Right.
Delicious. It is delicious.
So you're suggesting that in the tiny town of Moonachie, Ontario, there's an outer belt.
Well,
I think that's sometimes you got to reach for these things. And you know what, Tom? Not all of our jokes are for you.
That's right.
Oh, you mean
not all of your jokes
being a
are
receptor
for
of
us?
comedy?
Could we get back to the story, please?
No, we can't get back to the story because I'm angry right now.
Sometimes things we say aren't.
I'm having a wonderful time with my bacon musing.
So she's attacked in a freshwater river.
You didn't even let me finish.
If Jim Gaffigan would come in here and make that joke, you'd laugh like it was there's no tomorrow about a bacon be outer belt. But
Jim Gaffigan would not make that joke. He'd read that and go, "What the hell are they talking about?" Jim Gaffigan has a full 10 minutes about bacon. Every word is in the right place and it's hilarious.
I've never heard of Renaki.
Is it Renaki?
Ramaki.
So you're not even close.
Ramaki.
He was playing a character.
It's got two of the same letters. Hey, a snow cone and canoe. Get it?
I like that joke.
I love that.
Yeah.
Where they make that simile.
She says, "Hey, I like the way you put that canoe in your..." something like
put that canoe in your mouth. It's
a hairdryer in Russia. They both have an Arm. Get it?
That's a good one, too.
I love that.
The bear's got the
hairdryer.
Russian bear on the unicycle.
That is funny stuff.
So, you got to take take your fez off. These are good jokes.
Any joke with Fez in it's hilarious. We're going to come back with the story about the attack in fresh water.
Can we get show fezzes with our names on them?
You can't wear headphones with a fez on.
You can put them on top.
No, you can.
We'd have to get bigger.
No, we'd have to get.
You can do it like the Hollywood actors.
We could get fezzes with built-in headphones.
Please.
Wait a minute.
That would be incredible.
And we do every Friday. It's Fez Friday. Someone would stumble on this show on the internet and YouTube and go, "Who are these douchebags?"
The hell is
they do that already. Why we don't need the hats. Coming up, we have more prosthetic legs in the news. It's our fourth prosthetic leg story.
It's a prosthetic leg week.
Okay.
Baby.
Coming up, as well as I think my favorite story. When I read this, I honestly thought that the gods of news were looking down on
And
me.
I immediately went, poor Josh.
Yeah.
All right. I can take it.
Yes, I guarantee you could guess. You could guess the two main components of this story on your first try.
I bet you could too.
When we come to it, we'll let you try it.
All right.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Feelings have existed. Belief that no one else could feel the same as I. Reminiscence on the pleasant times we shared. And our relationship's perfection. Recounting of the steps that...
My mom and I, we've been playing this new game over the holidays. You might want to try it yourself. It's called Joy Whack-A-Mole. What happens? I bring up something that I'm happy about, and then she comes in and slams it down before I can ever feel too good about what's going on.
I see. Okay, all right.
I told her, Mom, my friend Amy had her baby. Oh, that's great news, honey. That's not the greatest news for the 600,000 kids in foster care, but if she wants a fresh one, everybody wants one that looks like them. So, Mom, I'm doing a show tonight. Oh, sweetie, I have a joke for you. Listen. A friend of mine, Quinsley, she was in foster care. She was airlifted out of the Sudan in the late 90s. She'd been bearmed and belegged by the Janjaweed, the horseback militia. She'd love to do stand-up, but she can't. And she's just a hoot. She's in a hospice situation. It's really just a matter of time. But the priest comes in and asks her, would you like us to light a candle for you in the chapel? And she says, sassy as you please, teletyping through her eyelids. Well, how many candles you got? Because so many horrible things have happened to her and keep happening. Sweetie, have a good show. What you do is so important.
Promise of my reformation. Reassurance that you still are foremost in my thoughts now. Need for instructions how to gain your trust again. Request for reconciliation. Listing of the numerous tasks that I'd perform. A physical and emotional compensation. title of the song. Naive expression of love, reluctance to accept that you are gone. On, request to turn back time, rectify my wrongs. Repetition is the title of the song. Acknowledgement that I acted foolishly, increasingly desperate pleas for your return, sorrow for my infidelity, the vain hope that my sins are forgivable, appeal for one more opportunity, drop to my knees to elicit a crowd response, prayers to my chosen deity, modulation, and I hold a high note. Naive expression of love, reluctance to accept that you are gone. Request to turn back time, rectify my wrongs. Title of the song. Title of the song. And I'm making so much money, I'm going to space. You must stop regurgitating. Title of the song. Title of the song. We're sending you out to do special experiments.
Bob and Tom 24/7. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
'19 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
See, the problem is, Josh, you have to know when to shut up.
Yep.
That's
not what you say, it's what you don't say.
I'm learning.
That's why right now, Chick's talking. We have a quick forecast from Christy Lee.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Partly cloudy, 80 today. Occasional showers overnight down to 66. 50-50 chance for showers and thunderstorms Saturday, 75. Showers and scattered storms Sunday, 76.
That's the spirit.
It's 68.
Son of a...
I'm not saying it anymore.
What me worry? Call the CarX man. Endorsed by Alfred E. Newman. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's look around the big room. There's Ace Cosby, our engineer. The legend, the voice, the man, the coupon man.
Frugal.
You should do a
Thrifty.
You should do a show, Ace. Ace Cosby presents the coupon guy.
The podcast, the coupon podcast.
Oh, I'm sure there's one out there.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Well, but it's not hosted by Ace Cosby.
Right.
Coupon Cosby.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bad thing is you don't have the paper ones very often.
Oh, my God, he's talking.
Yeah, you clip them to your
you have
app
to
or whatever.
send them right to your phone
Yeah,
now.
that's true. Yeah. They got to swipe your phone.
But it's easy. It's great.
Ruined my Sundays.
Oh.
That was a big deal for you, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, you get the paper and sit down and...
With all the ads. Remember those days?
Every now and again.
A lot of people do that.
Are you kidding?
Every now and again, I'll walk in here and sit him down to my desk in my office, and there's a coupon that Ace has left for me.
Yeah.
Most often, Red Lobster?
I don't remember Red Lobster, but maybe...
Mostly haircuts and things like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have Chick McGee's over there. The Red Lobster man is today is Josh Arnold. And he is at the, of course, it's the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. And there's Christy over there in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom, and Pat Godwin is over. This is Tom speaking. Covered all the bases there. Now, I wanted to mention there was a great story yesterday that reminded me of Red Lobster because it involved Red Lobster.
Yeah, they found a blue lobster in one of their shipments.
But I'm sorry, it reminded me of a couple stories about these extremely rare lobsters that are of a different color.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, that's the lobster of a different color.
And they found, what was it exactly? They found
They found a blue lobster in a shipment.
it was like in Akron, Ohio, I think.
Yeah, and so the guy didn't obviously cook him up. They moved him to a zoo in Akron, Ohio. So there you go.
Isn't that a great story?
Yeah, those blue lobsters are amazing. And I was reminded online that there was one found and was sent to the St. Louis Aquarium when the Blues won the Stanley Cup. Because, of course, it's a blue lobster, and it's called Lord Stanley, and it's got its own little aquarium.
Oh,
there.
nice.
Yeah.
Did they paint a blue note on the back, or a black note, I guess?
No, you would never want to
It's always my favorite part of the grocery store.
The lobster
The
tank?
giant tank full of lobsters. Where do they get those rubber bands?
Off the asparagus.
Okay.
That's the way they appear.
Totally redeemed.
They appear in the wild like that.
Speaking of produce, it's avocado day.
Oh, big fan.
That's a good fat.
Oh, too late. They're already spoiled.
You don't buy avocados, you read them, am I right?
Or Jimmy Evans got a great line about that where he just throws them out on the way out of the grocery store. It was a good Red Lobster story, but remember, there's a Red Lobster controversy here in our studios.
Yes, because...
As you know. You want to explain what the controversy is, Josh?
I do, yeah. Everybody knows that Red Lobster, famous for their Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Oh, don't you have a condo there?
Yeah, I bought property on Cheddar Bay. And,
is it a condo or just a regular house?
No, it's a house. I went big bucks.
You've got Cheddar Bay big house money?
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
Yeah. I guess you could say I'm Cheddar Bay house poor. I think that's the term, yeah.
Payments, heavy taxes there.
Yeah, but well worth it.
Well, it's a second home, vacation place.
Yeah, I winter there. And the Pat and his son love Red Lobster. However, they stay away from the Cheddar Bay biscuits, which is a good move if it were a buffet. You don't fill up on bread at a buffet, but totally acceptable to fill up on bread at Red Lobster.
Yes. Not when you order as much as my son does. He doesn't like the biscuits. I like them, but I refuse them. I decline them.
Okay.
What does your son get when he goes to the Red Lobster?
He gets 2 orders of the mussels, a large live Maine lobster, and the king crab.
I mean, that is honestly... I've never even heard of an adult splurging like that at Red Lobster.
So that would be super convenient if there was a Red Lobster next to your favorite pawn shop.
There is one, actually.
Is there really? Okay.
Oh, you're moving about, a minute and a half
from
away
the Red
from
Lobster.
Yeah.
Wait till he finds that out.
Second job.
Yeah, you better not tell him. Okay. Now, we've got some interesting requests coming up in a matter of moments, but when we last left you...
We were in a river in Ontario. Remember?
Yeah, fresh water.
Oh, and Chick knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, with that the musing I had.
A woman injured following a rare fish attack in the Winnipeg River in Monaco, Ontario.
Which their outer belt is made out of bacon.
Isn't ramaki liver and bacon? And
we forgot about the chicken liver. Yeah.
Water chestnut, yeah.
Water chestnut.
You said a chestnut.
Oh, sorry.
It's a water chestnut,
Big difference, yeah.
Water chestnut and chicken liver wrapped in bacon.
That's ramaki?
I thought it was bacon wrapped.
Okay. Very tasty.
Kim Driver said she was wading about chest deep in waters near Monaco last Saturday.
What was she waiting for?
Water chestnut deep.
She was wading, not waiting.
That's for Christy to be able to finish the story.
When she felt something tap her leg.
You told us to...
Pardon me, ma'am. I'm trying to swim by you.
She said, quote, "The next thing I know, it just took a hold of my right leg.
Yikes.
I looked down. I saw the fish's head, which looked like an alligator, and it just grabbed my leg. It moved me from side to side, then pulled me under.
What was it, a gar?
It was a muskie.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Friends and family rushed to help driver and took her to the hospital.
It was Edmund Muskie.
That I don't get.
Ed Muskie ran for president many years ago, distinguished politician.
Okay, yeah.
Equally not funny and yet somewhat referential to the name Muskie.
I got yelled at in the hallway for something not
Sorry, I'm not John McLaughlin. I didn't...
The attack left her.
The guitar player?
No. The McLaughlin group was a John.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
I love that band.
Dead. Seriously.
Oh my God.
You guys let me know when you want me to.
So this lady is standing in a river in Canada and is attacked by
a muskie.
Have you seen these fish?
Yes, I saw the
gigantic. They look like alligator heads.
The attack left her with severe puncture wounds to her calf.
Have you seen the muskies that are like half electric eel and They're the Elon muskies.
Okay, all right, let's take a vote.
Okay.
Do you like Elon Muskie
Yes.
or Edmund Muskie?
Yes. Elon Musk, very much in the news, associated with an electric vehicle.
Right.
Perfectly valid.
Okay.
And the fact that you're tearing up about this joke.
I'm tearing up over my own gall.
Yeah.
At thinking I can get away with that.
I thought gall was some kind of a fish for a second.
Gar is a fish.
Gar, okay, very good.
Darcy Cox, who runs Tank Industry Guide Services,
Her last name's Cox,
said muskie bites are already rare, but an attack of this nature is even more unusual, adding that the fish may have mistaken driver's leg for prey.
Yikes.
Muskies.
She's got a nasty cut and severe, and they pixelated in the photographs, which I don't get.
Muskies, the largest member of the pike family, are a species of fish that are sought after by many anglers and can grow over 50 inches long.
Yeah, they're real long, and they've got some teeth for sure. They got a severe underbite.
Pretty ugly, yeah.
They're not fun to catch.
They put up a fight, don't they? I mean, they'll wiggle.
They can bite your line, I think.
Yeah, sure.
This is why I like to wear socks when I water ski in the Great Lakes.
Well, how would that have helped you?
Because then the fish gets away with just the sock, and you're okay.
You don't think his teeth would go through the sock and still...
Don't think too hard about this concept.
All right.
Yeah,
it almost took off her leg.
Man, oh man.
Then she would have had a Winnipeg leg.
Oh, okay.
Got the vacuum.
But no, it's not. It's not a vacuum. It's
We're stunned.
I'm actually enjoying it. Man,
no Ramaki, no Edmund Muskie, but
perhaps because we forgot it was the Winnipeg River because that part of the story was 25 minutes ago.
Well, speaking of peg legs, divers recovered a prosthetic leg from the ocean floor.
This is our fourth prosthetic leg recovery of the week.
Oh, they can't find an airplane, but they can find a prosthetic leg.
A Paralympic hopeful named DeWalt Mix lost his carbon fiber and titanium leg while paddleboarding off the coast of Long Beach over the weekend.
Now, first of all, doesn't DeWalt Mix sound like a type of concrete?
Yes, it does.
Well,
it sounds like a new drill driver.
We're in the back 40. We're going to have to put in that platform. We got the DeWalt Mix.
I've got a good DeWalt Mix in my tool chest.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, divers with the local fire department, once again, went searching for his leg, but were unable to find it the first 2 days they searched. However, on Tuesday, divers renewed their efforts with new information on precisely where Mix was when his leg slipped off. They soon found the leg and sent Mix a photo of a diver waving a triumphant fist in the air while holding his $20,000 prosthetic, which was seemingly no worse for wear despite being submerged in salt water for 3 days.
Okay.
The 41-year-old has been training to compete in the javelin throw at the 2021 Paralympic Games in Tokyo. Mr. Mix is the great-nephew of early Western movie star Tom Mix.
He is.
Sweet baby Jesus.
And lost most of his left leg in a near-fatal crash with a drunk driver who collided with his motorcycle on LA's Sunset Boulevard back in 2007.
Oh, my God.
I mean, that Tom Mix, I just remembered hearing the name. He was a Western movie star.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Handsome.
Yeah.
I will look him up.
Died in 1940.
Yeah. I mean, he was, I don't even know, was he in... was he in Talking Pictures at all?
I guess, yeah. But
he was born in 1880.
Wow.
In Mix Run, Pennsylvania.
So was that a state? But this guy's real name is Mix, and he's a para-athlete, which is pretty cool. But this is the fourth prosthetic leg incident we've had this week, and we've learned that these things are expensive. They've all been above $20,000 in value.
That's correct.
The first, by the way, if you're looking for a prosthetic leg, the thing to do is look for a man swimming in a circle. And that helps you isolate.
He's a handsome cuss.
Okay.
He's a good-looking guy, yeah.
So he's from Mix Run, and his name is Mix?
That's what it says. Thomas Edwin Mix.
Oh.
Middle name, Hezekiah.
Didn't they mention him a few times in the Beverly Hillbillies?
Yes.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
He was a drum major. with the Oklahoma Cavalry Band. Tom.
Okay, well, so some obscure, weird stuff in the news. So now, got a couple of requests I wanted to squeeze in. Sometimes there's a little bit of meanness going on in this show.
Idiot.
What? And,
sometimes.
Shit can be mean to all. And this is a song about being mean.
Ah.
And
I like this song. Haywood?
Titled The Now, to answer your question, by the way, we were talking about this Olympic athlete for the Paralympics training, but he lost his...
DeWalt Mix, yes.
DeWalt Mix lost his leg in the ocean, but they did find it, the fourth one of these stories this week. But he's the, the great nephew of Tom Mix. I was reading about Tom Mix. He was in hundreds of Westerns, almost all of them silent.
Yeah, I knew that.
Big silent movie guy.
So, 280.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was the final count of his movies. And
in any event, I'm glad they found the present day living Mr. Mix's his leg. Mr. Mix sounds like some kind of a cartoon DJ. Mr. Mix.
Yeah.
There probably is a Mr. Mix.
Or it sounds like an accessory to your Mr. Microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, Mr. Mix.
Yes.
Christy Lee is once again at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. What else is happening?
A prosthetic leg, not the only thing that's been found. A 12-year-old Maine girl's lost ring was found wrapped around a garlic plant. Madison Cooper was wearing her grandmother's ring when it slipped off her finger as she was planting garlic at the Chewonaki Foundation in Waukeset last October. Madison's grandmother, Lanita Perry, said the ring had been a Valentine's Day gift to her from her late husband that she passed on to her granddaughter.
Oh, that's sweet.
9 months later, Hannah Marshall was harvesting the garlic when she spotted something shiny and realized a ring was wrapped around one of the plant's stems.
Huh.
9 months?
Yep, the ring was returned to the family Tuesday.
Tomatoes would have gotten a little quicker. Is that the gestation period of garlic?
I have no idea. I've never planted garlic.
6 weeks, and then you have to trim it.
Doesn't have to worry about vampires.
Miss Perry said,
yeah. Man, I love garlic. Don't you love garlic?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Man, there's a big plus there. Well, thank you very much. Want to feature a little something right now from, you'll see what this is.
All right.
Well, hello and welcome to the Mr. Obvious Show. I am your host, Mr. Obvious. Goodness gracious, look at the phone calls. Hello, Mr. Obvious Show.
Hello, is this Mr. Obvious?
Speaking.
Hi, Mr. Obvious. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Yeah, I got a problem here. I was hoping you might be able to help me with.
Uh-oh.
Well, I think I got some kind of poltergeist or something.
Oh, my, you're haunted?
Well, here's what it is. I'll be walking through the house, and all of a sudden I'll hear like this kind of a ghostly sound. It's kind of...
Okay.
Well, and also, as I'm walking around, I can feel cold spots. Places in the house it's colder than other spots.
Right.
And I was watching a movie one time, and they said a lot of times you get a poltergeist, you're going to have cold spots, and I got them.
Huh. So you're in your house, and you feel this wind?
Mm-hmm. Kind of a rush of air.
Uh-huh. Sounds to me like that might be your air conditioner coming on.
I don't got one of them. My old apartment I had one of those big old window air conditioners stuck right there in the living room, and this place doesn't have that. But now that you mention it, it's kind of weird.
Yeah?
Because here it is summertime. It's been like 85, 90 degrees out. Temperature in my house is perfect. It just feels great in there.
Well, tell me this, caller. Do you have little boxes located on your walls throughout the house?
You mean little spots where I plug the lamp in?
No. Those are your outlets. They're smaller than that. Stick out from the wall a little bit more.
Oh, you mean where the phone goes out?
No, these that have a little box with numbers on it.
Oh, I know you. You mean my ageometer on the house.
Your what?
The ageometer there on the house. I got there's like a little circular thing, and
right.
It's got a needle and numbers.
Uh-huh.
And right now it's up to about 68. Go back to the 20s, so it's about 68 years old.
No, that's not an age meter, caller. That's your thermostat that keeps your temperature in your house at proper level.
My thermostat.
Your thermostat. I think if you'll go down into the basement, you'll find your air conditioning unit. You have central air, the vents throughout the house that keep your house always at a perfect temperature. It's not a poltergeist at all.
I saw something like that down there in my basement. I thought it was a big old stove.
No, that's your central air conditioning unit.
Huh. I never made the connection. I was wondering why it just felt great in there. 90 degrees outside. You walk inside and it feels like January in there.
Yeah.
Boy, Mr. Obvious, you're a lifesaver. I thought I had a poltergeist.
Thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Join us next time on the Mr. Obvious Show. Thank you,
dumbass. I'm sorry, I don't know who that was.
There you go.
We're taking some requests this morning. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com, squeezing them in, trying to help out our truckers out there. So if you're a trucker, you want to hear something special, let me know, please. Once again, it's Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We're coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Tell us what you think. Call 888-BOB-TOM-1. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Mark Maron. Mark, it's hard for me to guess how old you are.
Well, I realized recently that I'm getting older, and the way I knew this was that teenage girls don't even acknowledge me as a sexual being anymore. Now, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying I want to have sex with teenage girls, but throw me a bone. How about a smile? You know what I mean? Nothing, unless it's to turn to their friends and go, "Hey, why is that weird guy looking at us? What's he doing at the mall? Quick, get to the food court. The guard's there. Run, you guys!" I lied. Of course I want to have sex with teenage girls. Doesn't everyone? I mean, that's why there's a law.
If no one wanted to do it, there wouldn't be a law.
What do you think, they pulled 18 out of a hat?
The man in the studio with us is comedian Greg Hahn. You ever driven in a Corvette? What do you
I'm a little bit tall for the vet.
Are you really?
It's a big car.
Yeah.
Put the seat back.
That's an idea. Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4". Yeah. I got a huge SUV. I just look at the rear view thinking I got to get some friends. Rows and rows of seats, nobody in them. I just go from gas station to gas station.
Hey, want to ride?
Yeah. Tell them about your 3-point plan for success, Greg.
What is that? Where I bought the car is too expensive?
Right.
My house is too expensive?
Right.
Knock up a fat girl. How about it?
Yes, sir. Mr. Success. That's Greg Hahn.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
746 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Were you listening? Were you? Hope so. Keep listening for that. Coming up again and again and again and again. Your shot at some serious cash from Q95. Thank you very much. Now, also coming up, the Bob and Tom golf outing at Top Golf. We'll give you some details in a few minutes. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show in the big room. It's Ace, Chick, Josh. I'm Tom. Josh, by the way, is sitting at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk. Because, how do you word it again? It's a good time for a...
Just because gift.
A just because gift?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, well,
Just a random gift. Just here you go. Look at these earrings. Sure look good on you. What's the occasion? Just because.
Yeah.
Oh, that's solid. Check out IHateStevenSinger.com for some cool jewelry. Christy Lee is right over there. Behind the glass, socially distanced. Isolated, really.
Yeah. All by myself. I don't get to hear the wacky banter during the breaks.
We were just talking toasters.
No, just talking toasters, Christy. But by the way, there's Pat Godwin over there. Pat, this in. I know that you're moving right near a Red Lobster.
Yes.
And it's your son's favorite restaurant.
Half a mile away, yeah.
Right. You're moving today. And apparently, what is your order again at the Red Lobster? You get...
The live Maine lobster. Well, Jimmy gets 2 orders of the mussels as an appetizer.
Jesus,
the live Maine lobster, the Alaskan king crab, and we don't touch the biscuits.
Now,
because Joey Chestnut just texted me and he goes, "Man, that Jimmy, I couldn't eat all that."
Well, he loves it too.
Let's say one of those items is missing from his desire. How does that go?
It's not like that. He just, he wants to order that, and
hey, all right. And you don't do it every week or
we do
whatever.
it about once every 5 years.
Okay. Now, what do you get?
No, that's our order together. Yeah, that's our order.
Oh, you share it.
Okay.
This is the worst. It just turned into the worst story ever.
Pat.
I like it even better now. I don't you love that? A father and son out there, they're sharing their food. They're
absolutely
having a feast.
Initially, I didn't think he'd like the lobster. I gave him a bite, and then he ate the whole thing. So he pretty much eats my lobster every time, is what I'm trying to say. I'll have a salad, baked potato. He'll get the fries.
I see.
Okay.
Very interesting.
No, he eats most of that.
Good.
Now, Christy, you were wondering what we were talking about during the break.
Yes.
I, as a joke, took a photograph of an appliance called a Smeg toaster.
And Christy followed it up with where she vacationed had
Smeg toaster.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was I guess it's a high-end
appliance
company. And, of course, with the mind of a 12-year-old, you hear Smeg, you immediately think of certain other things. So during the break, Chick goes, he's awaiting the arrival of my
Smeg toaster.
You bought one?
Oh, yes.
And then Josh asked,
how much?
Did you get the 4-slicer?
And I said, I got the 2-slicer.
And I said, ooh.
Yeah. Then I said, every time you fire it up, you'll always think, I needed that 4-slicer.
Yep. So when you go over for lunch, sorry, Josh, only my BLT is on toast.
100.5 hogs. Oh. Very nice toaster.
How much?
100.5, I think, something like that.
Yeah, the 4-slicer is $220.
Yeah.
Ooh.
A toaster.
Yeah.
Is it a 220 line or just $220?
$220.
That'd be great. Now for the 4-slicer you're going to need. Do you have a dryer? You're going to have to unhook it.
The 2-slicer.
This baby takes a 220.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This toast.
What could this toaster do?
I can top all of this.
Oh, okay.
Neiman Marcus is selling a Dolce & Gabbana Smeg mixer. What would you pay for?
Mixers they're very proud of mixers.
One of the stand-up mixers.
Because KitchenAids are like $350.
Right. I'm going to guess $800.
Anybody else?
$9.99.
No idea.
$1,500.
Wow.
All right.
Better mix concrete.
Yeah, I know a guy in my high school, they called him the Smeg mixer. Every Monday he'd come in and smell my hand.
Now, what do you think the biggest toaster is? Is there an 8-slicer out there?
Oh, they have them at restaurants.
They do? They'll have
They got real big ones.
Why would you need an 8 unless you have a big family, I guess?
No, I'm asking primarily for the restaurant. Like if you have a table of 10 and they all order toast, can you toast all their stuff at once?
It's like a whack-a-mole thing. You stand there with a spatula. Boom, boom, boom.
Have you ever done that? Toasted a piece of bread and couldn't get it out and have to have to jam the lever up and hopefully catch it as it's jumping into the air.
I just did it last weekend.
Yeah.
Or the thing where you unplug it, then you take the knife, because remember the cartoons? The guy always put the knife into the toaster. Yes. You could see their skeleton.
Remember the thing Elwood Blues had where he would put the piece of bread in it looked like a clothes hanger that was bent,
that's
kind of,
right.
and he just held it over the stove.
Over the stove.
And this Smeg stuff, this Dolce Gabbana line, you could have gotten the toaster for $650.
Oh, the Dolce Gabbana. Yeah, that's got.
They have a refrigerator.
Why do they add $400 to it for their logo?
They have a refrigerator. It's all painted up and it's real bright colors. The refrigerator's $50,000.
$50,000.
It's covered in very intricate tile. And things.
Is it?
And
are parts of it made of human fetal tissue?
I have the
good. Yeah,
it seems a little.
The gas stove, $10,000.
Oh, it's very nice.
Come on.
You could get a walk-in freezer for less than $50,000.
It's ridiculous.
You could hire a guy for blow-on a year to stand there.
To hold a bag of ice between his knees.
Wow.
Hey, Steve, how's it going over there? You got the ice between your knees? Okay, well, thank you very much. I don't know how we got on that topic.
Did you get the stainless steel one? Is it all?
Could you?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Louie Louie. And this.
Yes.
Wondered what happened to him.
He had to go.
Well, the Prime Minister of Greece has granted Greek passports and citizenship to Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson, and their 2 children.
Oh.
So move over, John Travolta. Now Tom Hanks is the most famous actor in Greece. Greece. Get it? You're the one that I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, God.
Tell me about it, stud.
A dog who jumped out of a moving car in South Carolina has been found safely in Miami, Florida. It seems that more and more dogs are traveling farther distances when they run away. I think someone taught these dogs how to use Priceline.com. By the way, I'm told the dog is going to stay in Florida, become a stripper, and will change her name from Belle to Tallahassee.
I love Tallahassee.
Hubba.
Okay, speaking of Florida, the Miami Marlins have had to postpone a bunch of games already this season after more than a dozen players tested positive for COVID-19. But when you think about it, a team named after a fish was bound to catch something.
Fish.
All right.
Right on the teleprompter. New research suggests that trees are not immortal. Even the world's most ancient trees will eventually die, according to a new study published in the journal Trends in Plant Science. This fact actually makes some people happy. According to a new study published in the journal, yay, we'll always have firewood.
That's an odd scientific name for sure.
Kim Jong-un celebrated the anniversary of the Korean War armistice with a gift of commemorative pistols to high-ranking officials. Reportedly, the officials hope to gift Kim Jong commemorative bullets very soon. And finally, a rare blue lobster was rescued from a Red Lobster restaurant in Ohio and donated to the Akron Zoo. Employees of the zoo called the gift surprising and delicious.
Oh, they ate it. Oh.
Yeah, this has been Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Louie Louie. We've got to go now. This has been Some Other News.
I've always wondered whatever happened to Louie Louie. I didn't realize he was a newscaster.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he gets better and comes back soon.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Give me the teaser, Christy Lee.
Well, coming up, we have a story just for Josh.
Okay.
That includes pizza.
Oh, don't tell him.
We have a couple of pizza
Don't tell him
stories,
anymore.
actually. I'm not.
It includes Florida Man and pizza and something else you love, Josh. Also coming up, requests for a little bit of toast from Haywood.
And chocolate chips in the news. In a
And
big
the
way.
chocolate chip story is really, really interesting.
Okay.
They've engineered, super genius engineers have rethought the chocolate chip. And it's like a 12-page article. But I've gotten down to the essence. And if you're a chocolate chip person, and I am, you'll like it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Chime in with an email. Send to Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
weekly unemployment benefit that has helped keep families and the economy afloat during the crisis, but Democrats rejected it, saying President Donald Trump's team failed to grasp the severity of the crisis. Democratic leaders panned the idea in talks late yesterday at the Capitol, opting to keep the pressure on for a more sweeping bill that would deliver aid to state and local governments, help for the poor, and funding for schools and colleges. Talks will resume later today. And it looks like a chunk of Dunkin' outlets will be disappearing, just like the word donuts in the company's name. The company announced yesterday they will close up to 800 stores in the U.S. this year. Stores will be shuttered have been performing below expectations, even as the U.S. struggles to emerge from the economic slump caused by the coronavirus pandemic. Dunkin' originally planned to close 450 stores at Speedway gas stations, but now the company will add another 450 stores to the list, allowing franchisees owners to reinvest in newer stores in higher traffic areas. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Cubs trainer now comes out of the dugout, takes Schwarzenegger's temperature, gives a thumbs up, and we're ready to go. Posey adjusts the mask behind his mask, and here's the pitch. It's a comebacker to the mound. Cueto fields it, reaches for the hand sanitizer, disinfects the ball, and shovels it to first base.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm just a middle-aged Middle Eastern camel herding man. I got a 2-bedroom cave here in North Afghanistan. Things used to be real cool and they got out of hand when they moved in. They call themselves the Taliban. Ooh, yeah, the Taliban. Taliban, baby. Now I ain't seen my wife's face since they came here. They make her wear a scarf over her head that covers her from ear to ear. And she loves the desert and the hot white sand, but man, she just like me. Nah, she can't stand the Taliban. Ooh, Taliban, baby. You know someday soon we're both gonna saddle up and it'll be ride, camel ride. My old lady, she'll be here with me, smiling right by my side. We should do just fine down in Palestine or maybe Turkmenistan. We'll bid a fair adieu and flip the finger to the Taliban. Oh, yeah, the Taliban, baby. Now they attacked New York City 'cause they thought they could win. Said they would stand and fight until the very bloody end. Well, Mr. Bush got on the phone with Iraq and Iran and said, now, you knuckleheads, you better not be doing any business with the Taliban. Taliban, baby. All right, here you go. So we prayed to Allah with all of our might, and then those big U.S. jets came flying in one night. They dropped little bombs all over our holy land. And man, you should have seen them run like rabbits. They ran, the Taliban. And you know someday soon we're both gonna saddle up and it'll be ride, camel ride. My old lady, she'll be here with me, smiling right by my side. We should do real fine down around Palestine or maybe Turkmenistan. We'll bid a fair adieu and flip a couple fingers to the Taliban. Oh, yeah.
a finger to the Taliban, baby.
Bravo. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
#801 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. Partly cloudy today. Look for a high of 80. Cloudy, occasional showers tonight down to 66. And a rainy weekend with chance for showers and thunderstorms Saturday, 75. Same for Sunday, 76. 68 right now.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Coming up, your shot at some serious cash once again. So be listening for your shot at $1,000. We call it money for something. Listen up. Also, I want to remind you that the Bob and Tom golf outing up and running. The plan is Top Golf in Fishers. All the proper social separation, blah. It's a benefit for the Riley Hospital for Children, so it's fun and it's a good thing. Get all the details on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms. Coming up, the special golf outing. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Let's do ladies first. How about that? Oh. She's got her own room over there. It's the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom, starring Christy Lee as Christy Lee.
Hi, everybody.
And there she is right there. It's your little head just floating in that big aquarium.
Yeah.
That's what it's like, big glass thing. Okay, there's Josh Arnold over there. He's in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. Chick McGee across the way there getting ready for his all-new Smeg toaster.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Buying up the bread. Oh, yeah. Going to go to town, baby.
If you want to get a good deal on bread, the guy who's got the coupons for all the groceries is Ace Cosby.
Yeah.
Ace is also responsible for the Ace Cosby joke of the day, which I believe will be coming up shortly. Certainly looking forward to that. Pat Godwin is in the next building.
Hello.
Moving day for Mr. Godwin.
Yeah.
He's moving out of my old house and moving to an apartment, and my son Willie is moving into my old house. So it's very exciting.
Any hard feelings there, Pat?
Not at all. Couldn't put anything in there, so it's nice to have my own place. You know?
So Willie's not, he's not here today. He's not in your trunk or anything like that?
No, not in my trunk.
How many, do you have a lot to move?
All my stuff's back east. I may get that Sunday.
Well, so what are you doing today? Just moving your clothes?
Guitars and stuff, clothes, yeah.
Okay.
So that first night, you got a bed?
I do have a bed tonight, yeah.
That's right, yeah. You got a bed tonight, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Got a bed and a guitar, that's all you need.
That's all I need.
What
a
size
bed, a
is that
guitar,
bed?
a
Did you
candle,
find
and a
out?
woman.
I think it's
So
a queen.
if we can get some money put together, we can get the woman organized.
And this flyback paddle and this chair. That's all I need.
Now, we have Christy Lee at the news desk, the aforementioned news desk. This may be my one of my favorite stories of the year. Now, Josh, this involves, when I saw this, I thought that the news gods had come down from on high to present this story to me.
And I thought, poor Josh.
I've got rhino skin. I can handle it.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Rhino ski.
A pizza delivery man in Florida has been arrested after he was caught masturbating in his car.
And what else did this hero do?
On Tuesday, Stephen Lee Donovan was allegedly pleasuring himself in his 1996 Honda Civic, parked
sweet.
outside of Circle K in Fruitland Park, Florida. The
It was a
woman...
Circle K jerk.
That was coming up later. We'll get to that later.
Oh,
You know, your
That's good for you. That's a rock solid joke.
Good for you. You did it all by yourself.
The guy is cranking it in his car.
The woman in the car next to him happened to be an off-duty police officer.
Oh, what a day.
She copied Donovan's license plate and reported the information to police dispatchers. Police tracked the vehicle to a residence where they arrested the 22-year-old in front of his girlfriend. Police noted that Donovan was very apologetic to his girlfriend and told her,
sorry, baby, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't think
Maybe this is
masturbating in the car
I was thinking about you, I promise.
This is the first time, baby. I swear to God, baby.
What did he say to the police?
He said that he didn't think masturbating in his car was illegal. The Hungry Howie's pizza delivery man has been charged with exposure of sexual organs.
Yeah, that's the one.
By the way, if you're getting one from Hungry Howie's, don't get the hand tossed. Yikes.
Oh, man.
Wow. Who's the guy that had to fingerprint him? Can you go wash your hands? Wow.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Do you suppose he was...
what do you think set him off?
Pepperoni.
Made him horny?
Yeah.
Maybe he likes the smell of pizza.
You have to wonder if he was looking at the woman in the car next to him.
Right.
I mean, why else would he be doing...
Well, how long are you sitting in a parking lot, though? I mean...
Boredom?
If you go to a convenience store, you pull in, you get out, you get your stuff, you get back in, you pull out. I mean, so to speak.
Yeah. So what was the charge? Was it indecent?
Exposing your organ.
Oh, I'd assumed it would be carjacking. That was just sitting there. It was just sitting right there the whole time, and I didn't think of it.
Pat has an organ he can expose at any time, don't you, Pat?
I suck on it, apparently.
In the car. That is,
yeah. Why wouldn't you go to find somewhere a little more secluded?
Right.
You know, you can't.
He's got his girl. What about his girlfriend back home?
The love bug's
What about her?
bite?
So you think guys who have girlfriends don't masturbate? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. Last time I was in a Circle K, I didn't look around and go, you know something? What I need right now.
Yeah. That's what I'm wondering. I really wonder what set him off. Maybe a woman that he had just delivered to was wearing sort of a carelessly
go on.
robe or one of those scenarios.
What was the pizza delivery story we had earlier in the year that remember there was something really bad going on?
No.
Well, we had a story about a food deliverer who dipped his balls in the salsa.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was eventually arrested, I believe.
I'm going to dip my balls
They
in
put it up on Facebook, remember?
Yes, look how funny we are. And then the people saw it and went, hey, we just ate that salsa.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. A Tennessee man was jailed on felony charges after dipping his testicles into a container of salsa being delivered to a customer who had ordered the food online.
I believe you contended, Tom, that he dipped it in the salsa after having just dipped it in the hot queso. So he was
just putting it out.
Merely trying to cool it off.
Yeah.
Like in the cartoons. They always just shove it in the water. Oh, yeah, this was, this guy was 31 years old. Oh, and they put a video on saying, this is what you get when you give an 89-cent tip for a 30-minute drive.
Right, but you can also tip afterwards, so they were completely rude, or you can give a cash tip at the time. This was pre-COVID and all that stuff, so these monsters.
This guy was accused of putting, I love this, they make the point of both of his testicles in the customer's salsa, according to the Knoxville News Sentinel.
Maybe he wants to be a better lover. He was pre-gaming a little bit, so when he got home, he could last.
I just remember the woman who...
That makes sense. You don't hear that.
The woman who got the salsa actually said it was delicious and it reminded her of her senior prom.
That's an insult to the woman, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
No,
wasn't the woman?
Not really. She was a go-getter.
Wasn't his girlfriend driving the car? And he was the one,
I meant the woman who was eating the salsa.
Right, I know what you meant.
The delivery. See, the issue would be that if she can taste salsa and go, this reminds me of... Never mind. The implication was...
We got the implication. They're seniors in high school. Stop it.
She has a palate like no other. She could work at the state fair and do tricks. I'll tell you what's in them. Anyway, I remember the salsa tasted a little nutty. So there we go. Okay, sorry.
Domino's Pizza in the news today in New Zealand, where they have
dropped. This is going to make you so mad, Josh.
Yeah.
They have dropped their free pizza for Karen promotion after facing online backlash. The giveaway called Calling All Nice Karens gave women named Karen the opportunity to tell the chain why they were one of the nice ones. The name Karen, of course, has become a pejorative moniker for white middle-aged women who are perceived as entitled and rude. Social media users quickly criticized Domino's for the promotion, reminding the chain that the insult is not directed towards women actually named Karen, but a way to highlight unchecked entitlement. Domino's rescinded the offer and apologized.
So the women who are complaining about this are Karening the Karens.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They are.
Very much so.
The whole Karen thing is supposed to be someone who calls the manager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, that's the whole Karen thing.
Right.
So they're calling the manager on, they're trying to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
You cannot win in this.
No, you can't.
You can't win.
Domino's rescinded the offer, apologized, saying, quote, it just wanted to bring a smile to customers.
That's all
They're doing the right thing. Karen the nurse, Karen the teacher, Karen the mom.
But they are quite literally pulling a Karen and not even getting it.
Exactly, yeah.
They conceded that without the proper context, their post was interpreted differently than they had intended.
You cannot win. I did a little research on this because I was wondering where this whole Karen thing started. And remember, the first time I heard it, the first day I heard it, I thought, is this from Goodfellas? Remember me asking?
Yeah, Karen.
And that's the first thing on here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this says the origin is not clearly known. One possibility, the character Karen in Goodfellas. And then, or a Dane Cook comedy special in 2004 that features the line, every group has a Karen and she's always a bag of douche.
Oh, that's probably more accurate than the Goodfellas thing.
Yeah.
Goodfellas, probably better known, but that character doesn't really fit the Karen description.
Not at all.
And then there's one, the Nintendo Switch Karen from the Nintendo Switch commercial, where a woman brings the console to a rooftop party and a Tumblr user wrote, Karen brought her stupid Nintendo thing to the party again. We're drinking, Karen. We're having conversations. So there's a bunch of other stuff, but anyway, they've
gotcha.
Yeah, so Domino's trying to have a little fun, and now they're being Karen.
Yeah, and they were giving free pizza to Karen. I mean, to people named Karen.
And also, I think you'll back me up on this, Christy. Real Karens prefer Panera and Starbucks.
Yeah,
you're right.
Let's be real.
Yeah, that was the complaint. Well, you're not California Pizza Kitchen.
Yeah. Thank you. I was trying to think of a high-end pizza chain that's national. Thank you, Josh.
Very good.
Good pie, man.
Oh, I know that. Oh, that
I
margarita.
get a little too fancy sometimes.
Oh.
What is this, arugula? Get out of here.
But the censor police, the cancel people.
I saw yesterday.
That they got this taken down in 30 minutes or less.
Did they? Wow.
That's how good they are at hating themselves.
I saw yesterday that Hawaiian pizza originated in Canada. That's what I heard. What do you think of that?
I believe. I mean,
pineapple on pizza.
I have no reason not to believe it.
What do you think of that?
Interesting change of topic.
That's right. No, we were talking about California Pizza Kitchen. 30 minutes or less, the Domino's line.
We're talking about
certainly
pizza?
not a joke. And here we are.
Topical.
Chick's right. It was a nice distraction from the comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead. D-Rye.
Are we ever going to have a day where we're nice to each other?
Shut up.
Shut your
What the hell's
mouth.
wrong with you? That's why you're in your own room.
Take off your shirt or leave.
Come on, Top Heavy.
He's talking.
Flip him out.
He's talking to Ace now. What the hell's wrong with you?
Can you imagine somebody at a workplace? If you're not going to take off your shirt, just get out of here.
It'll be their last day.
If you're a lifeguard, you swim in your parka.
One of those movies where the guy's trying to get fired.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. And yes, somehow the supervisor likes it.
Coming up, we got some requests. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Love to hear from you. And when did I first heard the Karen thing referencing the Michael Jordan documentary?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the first time I heard of it.
Right.
Really?
Well, remember, because you actually said that Jess Hooker had suggested that this was a Karen, and then it just flooded the memes.
Remember,
she didn't start it per se, but it was
the scene in which the very attractive blonde woman was
yelling.
Yes.
She was courtside.
It turns out it's someone that Christy and I both know.
Yeah.
By chance.
Yeah, we know.
And her name's not Karen.
Very nice person.
Yeah.
But that was when all of a sudden the name Karen was all over.
She was a Pacers fan.
I'd like to think it's being phased out. It was fun for a second. Now,
I hope it's being phased out.
yeah, I mean, it is.
Although,
I think Domino's was trying to do something funny.
They sure were.
But I don't think the people who are Karening them don't realize it.
that's right. Get it on with the Karen.
What was that?
There you go.
There.
That was called a very hair trigger mouse. Hair trigger mouse, my favorite DJ. When we come back, we've got a little bit of camel toe and a little bit of toast. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I saw her driving in a Plymouth. A cellular phone was in her hand. I couldn't stop myself from shouting, "You'll be damned!
You'll be damned!
You'll be damned!" You'll surely burn in hell.
Heathen.
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 I can't get her out of that car.
I saw her through the bedroom window. Remote control and VCR. Hey, what's that other thing she's holding? Well, looky there.
Looky there. Looky there.
Like a mule eating a carrot. I can't get that out of my mind.
I took her back down to the village. I tried to teach her wrong from right. That's when I learned that she'd been courting a Mennonite.
A Mennonite?
A Mennonite?
And that ain't right. Heathen. 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 He ain't even wearing a beard.
His name was Chuck. He drove a truck.
He came to get her and the two of them kissed.
I wanted to fight with all my might. Then I remembered I'm a pacifist.
Well, now I'm left with just her memory. Sometimes I find it hard to sleep. And despite those nasty rumors, I just count my sheep.
Count your sheep?
Count your sheep.
Yeah, they were trying to imply that I'd taken the sheep and...
Heathen. Heathen. Heathen.
Heck, I don't even own a pair of hip boots.
But he knows how to use them.
The Electric Amish, ladies and gentlemen, on this special edition.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Do either of you guys feel like you're stereotyped in general?
I do, and
every
I love
day?
It. I love it.
You like people to think of you a certain way, and then you surprise them?
Well, that
absolutely.
one, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I only fit stereotypes to my own convenience when it's time for me to fit them.
Mm-hmm.
But people use them to weaken you. I don't let people weaken me with your little... Yes, I like chicken. And watermelon. I'm working with the government right now to come up with a watermelon and chicken flavored smoothie. That way I can drink it down and put just the right amount of crack in it so I'm never late. I don't care. You can.
Chicken and watermelon flavor
with a little crack in it.
Come on.
Let me tell you something. I will run in a church the Klan set on fire if I think a fat white girl's in there.
Okay, a bar owner goes up to the bartender and he says, "Hey, have you been sleeping with the waitress?" And he says, "No." And he says, "Good. You fire her."
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
And I think I have a tense job. 8:21 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, how are you doing? Good. Good to see you. Fellas, how are you doing?
Hey, man.
Hey, it's nice to see your handsome face.
Thank you.
There's Christy.
What the hell does that mean?
We ain't picked on her in a while. Yeah.
We haven't picked on you in 7 minutes. We'll
get the Carx weather coming up later.
How do you know? Sorry, I think it's starting to get to us. Welcome back. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Let's do a little shuffle, shall we? Okay, that feels good. Now, where was I? Oh, there's Ace. Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. It's coming. Well, let's just stop the presses, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa.
It's time for the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Cultural observations unlike any other. This is like the op-ed page of life.
All right.
It's educational.
That's of course. Oh, it's very.
What has thousands of ears but can't hear anything?
A cornfield?
Oh, Josh.
Josh.
Was that the answer?
Was that the answer?
A cornfield.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, we were supposed to sit here and pretend like we didn't know exactly what the punchline was?
You know, in Josh's defense, Ace asked.
Do you know how jokes work? Apparently not.
Okay.
Let's try.
Okay, let's try again.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the op-ed page of life.
Instead of education, this is a joke.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see. Okay, go ahead.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Mikey.
Mikey who?
My key don't fit the lock.
We're stuck with cornfield.
You like cornfield better?
I did, yeah. Right.
Huh.
Yeah, okay, well, maybe we can dust this off. And, the way to do this probably is just to welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah, I didn't mean to ruin it. I apologize.
Start over, man.
Yeah, we'll just start the break over. Is this show live? Christy Lee looks lovely in the next room.
Oh, don't try to be nice now.
She's in the I Hate Steven Singer. No, she's not. She's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom starring.
Where my money is happy.
It's the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick
Mind on the
desk
money
with
and
Josh.
Money on my mind.
There's Chick. I'm Tom. There's Pat Godwin in the next. You got a guitar in your hands, Pat.
Tuning.
We got to get a song.
Yeah,
out
we
of
haven't
you.
heard from him today.
You're just ignoring me.
We heard from him today. He had his
Tom's mad at me
bicycle
already.
Why? Why is Tom mad
what
at
are you
you?
mad at Pat for?
He was confused by one of the lines in my bicycle song.
Confused?
He ran by me. Where was the joke?
Oh.
Where was...
Why do you do this to him?
Where was the joke?
Tom, why do you do that? I mean, just because we all think it doesn't mean you have to.
Yes, and we discussed it extensively. The last thing we said, don't tell Godwin.
That's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, because he takes everything so personally. You can't do that.
And you're going to have to text him endlessly. It's
have you ever heard?
And don't you write his songs anyway?
We worked together a lot. We didn't work on that one, clearly.
Willie takes a lot of this stuff personally, too. And if you have not heard Willie and Pat apologizing to each other for how they each reacted to it's one of the greatest conversations you'll ever.
It really, really is.
It's absolutely true. I didn't mean to talk to you like that.
Okay.
No, I didn't mean to talk to you like that.
Man, I'm sorry. I was just joking, man.
And then they start Frenching.
I don't know if you have a song about this, but I know that you for years have been one of the stars on the cruise ships. Pat has headlined the big rooms on the big ships.
Yes.
And obviously, right now, the cruise companies are suffering like we all
A little
are.
underwater.
Yeah, and the Royal Caribbean is actually in the news.
What did he say?
He said the cruise companies are a little underwater, you see.
Oh, I see.
Once again, Chick McGee distracting from the comedy.
Alternative comedy. Thank you.
Hey, Christy, I don't know if you heard this, but cruise ships are in the news this morning.
Yeah, Royal Caribbean Cruise Conglomerate has dropped the word cruises from its name.
What?
The industry is
sit there?
currently taking a beating from the coronavirus pandemic. The Miami-based travel company has changed its name from Royal Caribbean Cruises to Royal Caribbean Group. CEO Richard Fain called it a simpler, fresher, and more modern moniker.
Why do I think Richard Fain is hilarious?
Yeah, I do too. Well, because it sounds like Dick Vane.
Richard Fain.
Right.
Well, the CEO used to be Michael Bailey, so apparently he's gone.
Apparently.
Just a little
maybe you can go back to work for him now.
Thank you.
Once again, Pat
Mr. Bailey may have been promoted. We don't know.
Amazing Adventures, Incredible Life.
I'm sure he's a wonderful man, and we love him.
For an entity that encompasses half a dozen brands, including the Royal Caribbean International.
Why would you take them? I mean, it's going to come back. They're going to be cruising. That's awesome. But what?
Yeah, you're not fooling anyone.
I think it's a terrible. Did you see they renamed the one boat?
No, I didn't. What'd they name it?
Quarantine of the Seas.
Yeah,
that is just a terrible idea.
Right.
My underwater was friendly. That's hateful. The quarantine.
It's better than the other cruise, the boat name they had. Which was, hey, poop wherever you can.
Oh, yeah.
Where every deck is the poop deck. Okay.
So do you have a cruise song, Pat?
Well, here's the thing, Tom. You're going to have to call this one. Willie, our friend, had written this one. Do you want the song to have a certain Mexican flavor to it?
Well, sure, because a lot of the cruises go down to great ports in Mexico. I'm a big fan. I think it's terrible that these ships can't go out right now.
See all the tourists in Cabo buying those big sombreros, filling up on those margaritas. The cruise ship people sure love fajitas. They eat tacos, tamales, and taquitos. Chips with salsa and burritos. They have nachos, ceviche, and too much alcohol. What do they do before their next port of call? They gotta take a ship, a big old ship. After the beans and guacamole dip, they take a huge ship. After tortilla chips, then they drop a dose on the boat. Plop, plop, plop. Thank you, Willie. Willie wrote that for us.
Willie, wherever you are, God bless you.
Take a big ship. Those are big ships.
Yeah, they are indeed.
All those.
Holy hell.
What is it?
Take a big ship.
That's what you do. You go into port.
Yeah.
And you get back on the
Never
ship.
been on a ship.
Take
Christy,
the ship to the next port.
Yes, I did the Disney cruise once.
Oh,
that's
that was
super
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
It was fun. The kids were really little,
Well,
like
I'm
4
Captain
and
Goofy.
8.
Oh,
Yeah.
the kids love it.
I'd like to take an Alaskan cruise.
They're fun.
sometime.
That's God's country up there.
Is it?
Beautiful.
You've done. Have you ever done the Pacific?
Yeah.
I mean, like the Hawaii and the
All
Tahiti.
the Hawaii, yeah.
Wow, you did?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Pat finished third in the Iditarod.
Did he?
Amazing Adventures, Incredible Life, Pat Godwin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have had a life. That's no
what a
doubt
life.
about
But
it.
this is the best, though, right here with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it, though? Yeah, I agree.
Zenith of my career. Yeah, I love this.
Okay, see what he's doing now.
Yeah, he's kissing your butt. That's what he's doing.
No, I actually enjoy it. Quite a challenge.
Okay.
Royal Caribbean, not the only company that's been hit in these hard times.
Right.
Victoria's Secret owner L Brands plans to slash about 850 corporate jobs as the lingerie chain grapples with a downturn in sales. The Ohio-based company announced the layoffs, which amount to roughly 15% of its corporate workforce, on Tuesday. They're going to plan to cut about $400 million in annual costs.
I would have thought the opposite, just because people are stuck at home and they want to spice things up a little bit. Maybe women would try to get lingerie and things. But do most women prefer to go to brick and mortar stores for bras and panties so that they can
try them on?
Yes, and feel them and stuff.
Yeah.
Than as opposed to ordering online.
If you know your size, you can order online, but it's tough to buy bras online, I think.
Okay.
So Victoria's Secret is the Fredericks of Hollywood's the one that has the really
They have to
kinky stuff.
I went to their website. Did you realize Fredericks of Hollywood started in 1947? They've been around a long time.
Wow, I thought they didn't have sex in America till 1963.
I thought that too. I had no idea.
It wasn't legal. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Definitely the skanky cousin of Victoria.
But they have some nice things at Fredericks of Hollywood.
Now, when does Victoria's Secret is laying off
850 corporate jobs.
That's a lot of pink slips.
Yeah.
That's a great joke.
Nice.
Did you hear, Pat? That's a great joke.
I enjoyed it.
Loved it.
That's a good joke, Tom. That's a good joke.
You now? Really?
Good joke.
Wow.
Good joke, Tommy. Good joke.
Where does the pink slip thing come from?
I have no idea. It must have been on a pink piece of paper. Maybe when they write in triplicate, you know how they have all those colors and they have to send a copy to somebody, and they
Human
gave
Resources
you
gets goldenrod.
and you get the pink.
Yeah, I know. We used to, back in the day, pre-voicemail.
You get the pink messages.
You'd walk in every morning and there'd be these stacks of little pink slips.
You were out.
While you were out so-and-so called.
Yeah.
You know, they call it sacked in England when you get fired. They don't call it fired. Yeah. You got sacked.
And then, I don't know, why do they call it fired?
They don't say S-canned?
That would be appropriate. I don't know
where fired. I don't know either.
Where it comes from.
Maybe a firing squad?
Well, long ago, they would, when you lost your job, they threw you in a furnace.
Did they?
Oh, boy, that's nice.
Boy,
that's
you were
tough.
fired.
That's murder.
Right there.
They didn't have unemployment benefits. They just
burned you to death.
Say go on fire.
Okay,
yeah.
Good.
So Joan of Arc negotiated that contract.
Will
somebody stop me, please?
Got some requests. We were talking about the fact that Chick McGee has bought. This all started as a joke. I rented this place for the weekend, and they had an appliance that was a SMEG, S-M-E-G, which, of course, being almost an adult, I found hilarious.
It was the Smeg coffee maker, right?
Well, that's even funnier than anything else.
Yes.
And then I had the Smeg toaster in the place I rented.
And then, so you are buying a...
I ordered a Smeg toaster.
Is it Swedish?
Being delivered
I assume, no, aren't they made in the United States?
I don't know. I'd never heard of them. Apparently, it's some ultra high end.
I don't know.
They're under the Fermunda Corporation.
Oh, maybe they are Swedish, yes.
That's a
the
solid
big chill
joke.
is.
Thank you for recognizing that.
Solid
Fermunda Corporation. That's very solid. For those of a certain age, they'll do a little dictionary work. You're going to be so proud of Josh.
Do a little.
Dear Mr. Arnold, you are so funny, and I learned 2 new words today.
Smeg and Fremunda.
That's a type of cheese, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you get that on a pizza?
Oh, the Fermunda. Yeah.
It's
Smeg is a USA company.
I did not know this.
Yes,
Smeg
they are.
USA, New York.
Yes.
Okay, well,
East 58th Street, 74.
Is that the one where the stoves are $50,000?
Well,
the fridge.
That was the Big Chill. That's another one, but Smegs are not cheap. They do have.
So,
oh my gosh, Chick spent $150 on this 2-slicer toaster.
Really? I don't remember how much
Mine cost $20, Chick.
Just I believe that.
So you got the. Ace, you can take a Sharpie and write Smeg on the side.
The Smeg Dolce Gabbana line has the $50,000 refrigerator.
I really hope the people that get that shove their hand
They
in
have
it.
a Mickey Mouse fridge, Tom.
Yeah, they sure do.
Shut up. What? I want to hear this.
They do.
Yeah,
How
there
big
it
is
is. There it is.
Show them.
How? I don't scale.
Here's the crazy thing. At 9 cubic feet.
Is that? I don't know. I need
That's not very big.
A Mickey Mouse fridge. I mean, I knew they had a Walt Disney freezer. I'm sorry.
No,
I know.
No, it wasn't you.
That wasn't you. Sorry. The power is one.
Dimensions. Here you go, Tom. 60 inches high, 24 feet wide, 30 inches deep.
24 inches wide.
24 inches wide.
So it's quite small, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a college. Yeah. I mean, it's tall. But
It's a 50s retro
it'd be perfect
style.
for your 4-year-old's bedroom.
Yes. Yeah.
Here's the scary thing,
Wow,
though.
if you
I can't find a price yet.
Uh-oh. But it's a little steep.
Remember going to the local dump and playing in all the discarded refrigerators? That was so fun.
More fun in the reservoir.
Remember you used to get in the refrigerator to hold your breath, see how long.
Yeah, see the movie Breaking Away.
Oh, that
great scene.
What a great movie that is.
Yeah, that is a great movie. Squeezing in a request or two, since we were talking about the Smeg toaster, and Mr. McGee, apparently he's got Smeg toaster money, just bought the 2-slicer. What color is it?
Black. Classic black.
Okay.
Will that handle a bagel, Chick?
You got it.
That's a good question.
Well, sure. It'll handle my bagels.
Do you have a bagel slicer or do you use a knife?
I have a bagel slicer.
Okay, very good.
I don't have an electric bagel slicer, but I have a bagel slicer.
Electric bagel?
Well, yeah, like at the bagel
electric
place.
bagel slicer.
Really?
Now, Mrs. Kennedy.
Is that a silver toaster?
Well, if we're talking toast, we have to play one of the classics recorded live here in the Bob and Tom studios. It's Mr. Banks.
All around the country and coast to coast. People always say, what do you like most? I don't want to brag. I don't want to boast. I always tell them I like toast.
Very nice.
Yeah, toast! Yeah, toast! I get up in the morning about 6 a.m. Have a little jelly, have a little jam. Take a piece of bread, put it in the slot. Push down the lever and the wires get hot. I get toast. Yeah, toast! Yeah, toast! Now, there's no secret to toasting perfection. There's a dial on the side, and you make your selection. Push to the dark or the light, and then if it pops too soon, press down again. Make toast. Yeah, toast! When the first caveman drove in from the dregs, didn't know what would go with the bacon and the eggs. Must have been a genius, got it in his head. Plug the toaster in the wall, buy a bag of bread, make toast. Yeah, toast! Oui, monsieur, bonjour, coquette. Oh, croissantez-vous, Maurice Chevalier, Eiffel Tower. Oh, oui, Marie Baguette, bonsoir. French toast! French toast! In Chicago, we're on the Bob and Tom Show. Yeah, toast!
Toast. The genius of Haywood Banks. I just love that one. One of the classics. That, of course, is Mr. Banks on a two-slicer, by the way.
And he will I will not let him use my brand new Smeg toaster to play toast on. That's nuts.
Haywood and I were doing a live show, and at the last minute, he realized he'd forgotten his toaster. Remember this, Christy?
Yep.
So I had to go get mine. Ladies and gentlemen, if you attach a guitar strap with duct tape to a toaster, and someone beats it with two big forks, you have a very, very dented toaster. Makes for a nice conversation piece. Have friends over. You guys know who Haywood is? No? Okay, well, you're wondering why my toaster's all beaten up. We did a live version of the song Toast. Right now, I want to tell you about something that is not easy to talk about, but we can make this something that might be really important to you. Erectile dysfunction, you've been watching for years on TV, people talking about it. And if it's something you're dealing with right now, maybe you've lost your mojo, whatever you want to say, you can now take care of it thanks to our friends at Roman, ROMAN. What they're going to do is hook you up with a real doctor who can prescribe real medication. It's simple, it's safe, and it's totally discreet because you grab your phone or your computer and you contact them, and then they get back to you within 24 hours, and you will talk with a genuine USA doctor. And if that physician determines a treatment that will be good for you, well, guess what? They will send you the aforementioned pharmaceuticals with their special free 2-day shipping. So you go to GetRoman.com/wood. You complete the free online visit and get part of your life back. It's possible now. It's possible. It's going to happen for you, and it's so easy. Just go to GetRoman.com/wood. No embarrassment. You don't have to talk to your family doctor. You just go to GetRoman.com/wood. Do it right now, and if approved, by the way, something brand new, you get $15 off your first order of ED treatment. This is a brand new thing from our friends at Roman. But once again, you type in GETROMAN, GetRoman.com/wood, and tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. That's GetRoman.com/wood, $15 off, and of course, the aforementioned free 2-day shipping and a visit with a physician to see if what's right for you. Get part of your life back. GetRoman.com/wood. Coming up, some interesting stuff in nature, and also one of my favorite places, as you know, is the car wash. For me, it's a sort of a Zen mental thing. You get in the car wash.
Love it.
And you have to say to the person you're on the phone with, hang on a second, I'm hitting the blowers.
I'm hitting the blower.
Can't you take a few minutes and not talk during a car wash?
I'm sorry. Is Christy talking?
Yes, she is.
I had a special frequency put in my head to eliminate. No, I know you're making a good point, Christy, but it always seems I'm on the car wash, on the phone in the car wash. We have a great car wash story coming up. You will be absolutely stunned.
Oh, all right.
I guarantee you'll be stunned when you hear it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you in part by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, DOD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission, insured by NCUA. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Out with Gary Busey and the two get into kooky situations as Gary hands out his out-of-this-world words of wisdom. Now, public broadcasting has taken a cue from Comedy Central and is debuting its own reality series. Adam De La Peña is having crazy adventures with another celebrity, and PBS is right there with cameras to capture every nutty minute.
Dude, what is this place? This is the coolest nightclub I've ever been in. Check out that huge dome ceiling.
This is not a nightclub, you imbecile. We are in a planetarium. I want to show you the vast universe we are a part of.
Coming to PBS, it's I'm with Hawking. Super physicist Stephen Hawking takes Adam around through his typical day and shares some of his brilliant theories and observations.
Now I understand.
The universe started billions and billions of years ago and is likely to continue for several billion more years. You are less than a blink of an eye in the big picture. How does that make you feel?
Kind of hungry, I guess. I thought we were going to go out and grab a burger and then hit some clubs and pick up chicks. When I hang out with Gary Busey, we do wild stuff like go out into the desert and perform Native American rituals. What kind of stuff are we going to do?
We are going to sit in my office and work on unifying general relativity theory with quantum theory and the implications this could have on our understanding of universal expansion and the development of black holes.
Your voice is funny. Can I drive your wheelchair?
Adam, since I am unable to move my arms, will you please hit yourself upside the head for me?
Forget about I'm with Busey. PBS has paired up one of the most brilliant minds in science with a witless, talentless nobody. It's the funniest astrophysics reality show of the season, I'm with Hawking.
Okay, Steve, repeat after me. Do you feel like I do?
I will not. This is a very expensive piece of scientific equipment that allows communication for me. I am not going to do Peter Frampton impressions with it.
All right, then. Can you type in, open the pod bay doors, Hal?
Here's an interesting fact, Adam. There is no scientific proof of the existence of God. Even so, I am now praying that he will see fit to strike you down with a 300 megaton asteroid. Sure, it might destroy the Earth, but frankly, it would be worth it to be rid of you.
So, if you're so smart in astronomy, should I date an Aquarius or a Capricorn?
Get out of my sight, you stupid idiot.
Dude, you can't say that on PBS.
I'm going to kill you. Come over here and stick your neck under my wheels. Come here, you stupid son of a bitch. I will murder you.
Odds are astronomical that you're gonna love I'm with Hawking. Don't miss it.
Be there.
Can I drive your wheelchair?
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
this is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
846 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy has an update in the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Partly cloudy, 80 today. Showers move in overnight, low 66. Chance for showers and thunderstorms over the weekend. 75 Saturday, 76 Sunday, 70 now.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. You're looking great today.
I don't care. I've
Just
given
an
up.
insincere, sarcastic jerk.
Don't talk to Josh that way.
He's right.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. This is Tom speaking. There's Ace, there's Chick, there's Josh. So look around the room, and I see a big TV screen with Pat Godwin on it. Got his guitar out. I think I know why.
I was tuning it.
Okay. We have Christy Lee. You are looking great today, Christy.
Thanks, Tom. Got my hair cut yesterday.
Looks very nice. I was going to say something earlier.
Thank you. You can almost tell, I know.
No, you can tell because you've been fiddling with it all day.
Yeah, my bangs are driving me a little crazy. But.
She bang, ho, ho, she bang.
Boy, where do you think William Hung is right now?
Right now.
Hunging himself.
I don't know if this is true, but someone...
Wouldn't that be?
Did I say that right?
Would that be irony?
William Hung.
Yeah, either that or coincidental.
Hung hangs himself.
Yeah.
William Hung hanged.
Because you do, it's hang, not hung.
You know, someone just informed me. I said it was National Avocado Day earlier.
It's not?
Yes, it is. But you know what else it is? And I don't know how I missed this one. It's National Orgasm Day.
Oh.
Is that right?
That's right.
Well,
Christy, you going to
Go
celebrate?
out and have yourself a good orgasm day.
Or have oysters for lunch.
There you go. That'll get things moving.
Yeah.
Is that true? Does that work?
Aphrodisiac, yeah.
I'm not an oyster fan, so I don't know.
Kicks up your wiener?
I don't know.
Love them. Love them. On a saltine with a little horseradish.
Okay, we got a bunch of stuff going on at the same time. We had a great story out of Florida. A guy who will be forever associated with this as long as he lives. If you Google his name, you'll find that he was arrested for masturbating in his car at a Circle K while delivering pizzas in Fruitland, Florida. This story's just got everything, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Fruitland, Florida.
Yes.
Huh.
Fruitland Park, Florida, excuse me.
That somehow sounds even worse.
Yeah.
This guy whose his last name is Donovan. Pat, I don't know how we missed this.
Uh-oh.
I'm just mad about pizza. Playing with my banana.
In the back of my car.
Wah, wah, wah.
Twice nightly.
Twice nightly.
I got caught carjacking. Okay, sorry. This guy, this is so sad. Pathetic. And then he had to apologize. But we to his girlfriend, the cops arrested him for his girlfriend. But that led to his. We started talking about this story of this guy that dipped his testicles in the salsa.
He was a waiter, right?
As it was being delivered.
He wasn't a waiter. He was with his girlfriend who was working for one of the delivery
It was a
companies.
delivery thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they apparently they thought they'd gotten a real bad tip. So he took the salsa and stuck his testicles in it. It's pretty disgusting.
Yeah,
that's rough. But it's my understanding that you have a.
I dip my balls in the salsa.
Yeah.
I dip my balls in the salsa. I call it balsa. That's balls in the salsa. That's what you get for not dipping. It's my balls I am dipping. And by the way, your taquito was in my bongo. Oh, right. Whoa. Balls in salsa. Everybody now. Balls in salsa. I call it balsa.
Oh boy, balsa.
No, isn't that technically if someone dips their testicles in your salsa, if you dip really deep, that food has been tainted.
Yeah. It gets a little below the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Perineum? What is it?
Yeah, the perineum.
Chick's not playing. Okay, let's go. Christy Lee once again at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. What have you got over there?
Well, Silicon Valley, long obsessed with computer chips, is now creating chocolate chips. Remy Lebesky, an engineer working for Elon Musk's Tesla, has re-engineered the chocolate chip for the optimal cooking purposes.
Re-engineered?
Yeah.
Yes. The chocolate chip redesigned is a square, faceted pyramid, kind of like a flattened diamond.
Huh.
It's this is like a 10-page article.
So why do they claim that it melts?
Yeah, it's all about the surface area and it
more flavor.
How did you describe your description that they had there was pretty good?
Yeah, it was called a square faceted pyramid, kind of like a flattened diamond.
And apparently in the cookies, this cooks better. I'd have to do a taste test.
Sure.
And this chocolate place is gigantic. They have a huge.
Is there anything Elon Musk isn't into?
Well, this is a great way to use some talented engineers, though. If you can improve the chocolate chip cookie, more power to you.
I don't think you can, though.
Well, they say they found a way.
It's pretty good.
So I would certainly agree, but this is worth looking. Does it say the name of the company that sells these chocolate chips?
No.
Oh, so they're actually being produced?
Yeah, they've got them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to dig it up. But they look. Well, actually? You know what they look like? Those trucks that Elon Musk is about to release.
No kidding.
Yeah. What are those called?
I don't know.
We had the.
Yeah, I remember that truck, and it was supposed to have the glass that wouldn't break or something.
Yeah. The Cybertruck.
That's it. Are they calling it the Cybertruck?
Yeah. Here we go. This the chocolate chips they sell they're very, very expensive.
Yeah. Well, Chick doesn't seem to care about splurging on anything.
No, I'll
get that extra money.
How much you got? $150, $200 a chip?
A chip.
Well, I think chocolate chips probably would sell better than electric cars, don't you think? Looks like they're about $30 a pound, but they're molded to, quote, melt at the right rate, according to the founder of Dandelion Chocolate, a high-end chocolatier in San Francisco.
All right.
Okay.
But this article is really long and it's super scientific about the area and this. But this is, I guess, one of the best chocolate places in the world. So it's kind of cool.
Don't just go to the store and get a big what are morsels? Chocolate
Toll House.
Toll House.
They're delicious.
For these, the toll looks like it's $30.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's like $3 for 12 ounces.
Steep.
We go from one of my favorite things, chocolate chips, to one of my least favorite things, mustard beer.
You don't like mustard?
No.
I have been hearing about this for a week now.
Really?
The famous food creator known as French's has teamed up with Oscar Blues Brewery to make a beer called mustard beer.
I sure love French's mustard.
Here's how they describe it then, Josh. The beer is brewed with actual mustard and is infused with key lime, lemon, tangerine, and passion fruit to create a tart, refreshing match for the bright and bold zip of classic yellow mustard.
Oh, by the way, okay, here it is, Josh. It's a can of beer, but it's got all the French's logo stuff on it. It's pretty cool looking.
Okay, so it's meant to pair with something that you would put mustard on?
Like hot dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you'd actually pour it on a hot dog.
The limited edition beer.
I think you'd drink it with a hot dog.
You could dunk it in a hot dog.
It'll cost you $19.99 for a 6-pack and become available online at Craft Shack starting August 1st.
You ever dunked a hot dog in beer?
Mm-mm. I can.
You ever cooked them in cooked brats and beer?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
This looks like the French's mustard, but it's a beer.
I like mustard because it's got turd right there in the.
That's what you like about it?
Yeah, I giggle.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Hey, mustard.
It's tard.
I prefer Grey Poupon because it's got poop.
There you go.
There you go.
It's got both mustard.
This isn't French's first foray beyond condiments. You'll recall last year they did what? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Mustard ice cream.
Oh, boy. That's rough.
Yeah. There's an IPA version, as a fancy beer version of this you make with Grey Poupon.
Oh, there is?
Sure.
Yeah, if you want the mustard beer. Don't drink too much or you'll get mustard gas.
Sure.
And if you know anything about World War I, that is some bad poop.
Yeah,
this is what that is.
No, I am not a mustard fan.
Anytime you get comedy out of trench warfare.
None of the mustard? Like
thank you.
You ever have a sweet mustard?
You don't get a lot of comedy out of trench warfare.
Honey mustard?
Nope, no mustard.
You like your honey mustard?
I like honey mustard.
Yeah,
honey
that's
mustard.
very good.
I like a nice spicy deli mustard. Oh yeah.
What's next? What's the next beer going to be?
What do you mean? Oh, we've had a lot.
We had the one from the sharks. We had the one from the pubic hair.
Well, maybe Heinz will jump up and we'll have ketchup beer.
Oh God! Oh, the one I know you'd never drink would be mayonnaise beer.
Oh. Mayonnaise and
Christy
mustard.
can't even look at mayonnaise, not even on National Orgasm Day.
No.
Or a special.
Maybe we should play the Salmonella's mayonnaise.
No.
Huh?
No.
Coming up, we have a little camel toe for you, among other things. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Hi, this is Tom. God knows I'm not perfect. I guess I can be difficult and maybe a little demanding. Oh, sure, some might say tyrannical, but I don't get it. I try to be a nice guy, but it seems everybody's pissed at me. My friends are pissed, my partner's pissed, my mother's pissed, my lawyer's pissed, my waiter's pissed, my dog is pissed. Everybody's pissed at me. My baker's pissed, my family's pissed, my plumber's pissed, my fisher pissed, my barber's pissed, my brother.
A look at their car is perhaps the best way to introduce the uninitiated to WFBQ Radio's morning team, Bob and Tom. The pink and camouflage junker features 3 hood ornaments, a bowling trophy, the hind quarter of a horse, and a jar of tartar sauce that will have to be explained elsewhere.
Q95, it's 8:42. You're with Bob and Tom on a 2 for Tuesday.
Good morning.
Howdy.
Great.
Holmes.
Sherlock. Let's play word association.
Okay.
Howdy.
Holmes.
Sherlock.
Holmes.
John C. You're with Bob and Tom.
Holmes.
The human tripod.
I see.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
From 6 a.m. and for the next 4 hours, Bob Kavoyan and Tom Griswold fill the airwaves with jokes and pranks that range from silly to hilarious and from bawdy to sick.
Why is sex like air?
Why is sex like air? I give up, Bob.
Because it's no big thing unless you're not getting it.
They deliver a National Lampoon sort of humor that leaves the audience laughing while wondering how Q95 can broadcast some of the things they say.
Half the joke is in your mind. The joke isn't stated outright. The person has to put something into it to get something out of it.
Yeah, they're fun and
People like them.
People enjoy them.
They laugh at them. There's an alternative. You can always change the channel.
But people aren't. After 2 years on the air, Bob and Tom have taken Q95's morning show to the top of the volatile morning FM ratings. WFBQ is the 3rd radio station the zany team has worked for. After 6 years together, they've got the routine down pat. Bob runs the audio control board, plays straight man, and provides the program's famous laugh.
Amateur phylactics. Amazing concept, I think, and I think it's going to.
Tom sits in a mound of notes and papers to provide the program's often quoted jokes and many of its voices.
Oh, hello, Mohandas.
Hello, Bob.
How are you?
Oh, I am fine today. Hello, Tom. Hi, Mohandas. You look very good today. Thank you so much, Mohandas.
Much of their banter is off the cuff with an occasionally rehearsed punchline off mic during a song.
Only if it makes you late for the ceremony.
She's controversial. She's provocative. She's the famous sex therapist, Dr. Ruth Weisboner. Good morning, Dr. Ruth. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning. Is it wrong to have sex before you're married?
No, as long as you're not late for the wedding.
Bob and Tom say they get very few complaints from listeners as they poke fun at every special interest group imaginable, and station management has left them unrestrained on the limits of their humor. After 2 years, the result has been high ratings, a devoted following, and 2 happily transplanted Hoosiers who say they just might stay to grow old and gray on Q95.
Could be. It's very possible. In fact, it's already started.
Bob's getting gray.
Yeah. Tom's getting old.
Yeah.
9:03 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you, legendary voice of Ace Cosby. Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Partly cloudy today, high 80. Occasional showers move in after midnight, low 66. And then Saturday and Sunday, we have a chance for showers and thunderstorms both days. 75 will be your high Saturday, 76 Sunday. Looks like a very pleasant 70s week, if you will.
Thank you
Currently
very much,
70.
Oh, your hair looks so nice with your new hair.
Thank you.
Trying to get back on our good side here.
Well, you should.
You can get on everybody's good side.
Producer's in my ear. I'm sorry. Hang on a second.
If you win $1,000, so pay close attention. That could happen to you today. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. For those of you that are here, thank you very much. We're here. It's the 31st of July in the year 2020. We're dealing with a little bit of a technical issue, so a lot of people are actually watching on YouTube right now. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm texting them.
Thank you very much. How you are? There's Josh over there at the...
We're chatting it up.
IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. Ace Cosby is our engineer. He's over there. This is Tom speaking in the big room. We have Chick McGee across the way there. Then through the glass in her own little isolation room.
Yes.
Christy Lee at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. And Pat Godwin's in the other building. Hi, Pat.
Hello.
Being delivered to us through wires and a camera and stuff. Good to have you here, Pat.
Wires and a camera.
I'm not sure how this works.
Are we okay? We have a technical issue?
Wire and wood.
You don't know about this? Oh, it's a long story.
Oh.
We're okay.
Well, sort of.
Yeah, okay. We're not in... It's hard to explain.
Okay. I guess I'm glad I'm not in there.
Got some mail.
Yes, what do we got?
We had a news story this morning about... was it New Zealand and Domino's Pizza?
Yes.
And they tried to do a thing making fun of the whole Karen deal where the name Karen is supposed to be...
And they were going to give you a deal if you had
Karen is
the name
supposed to be a
Karen.
middle-aged white woman who complains to the manager, blah, blah, blah. This word's been out there now for... I'm just picking
few
up
months,
on it. Yeah. So they tried to do something funny with it. Hey, if your real name is Karen, you defend yourself. And
get a free pizza. Why not?
They were immediately attacked by Karens of a different stripe.
Yeah.
So they had to pull it because no one's got a sense of humor anymore and nothing's funny. This comes to us from, anyone want to guess?
A Karen?
Karen.
Okay.
My name is Karen.
Are we in trouble?
The first time I heard of quote-unquote Karen, I had to call and order a part for work from a company in Tennessee. The guy asked for my name. When I told him it was Karen, he asked if I was one of those Karens.
Ooh.
Right.
I said, I don't know what you're talking about. And he explained it to me.
In the typical Karen fashion.
So a week later, my daughter started to say, calm down, Karen. Do you want to speak to the manager?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh.
And I guess that's the whole thing. That's how this all started.
Yeah.
And this Karen writes, this is driving me crazy.
So, yeah, I would imagine so. But...
And Karen lives in Horseheads, New York.
Really?
Oh, what a great name.
Wonder how they got that.
The Godfather.
Isn't she making it worse instead of ignoring it?
No, she's not making it worse. She's just saying, hey, this is kind of a pain in the ass.
She's having fun with it. It's not
being a pain in the ass, saying she's not a pain in the ass.
She's not being a pain in the ass.
No, the people who are attacking the joke that Domino's was trying to do, they're the ones that are displaying what would be considered Karen-like behavior.
Right.
Anyhow, this is the headline on all this stuff should be "You can't win." You even talk about it, you're probably endangering yourself. At this
What do you mean? Everybody wants to have a national dialogue.
Give and take, and realize that it's not personal. We're just having
everybody is entitled to an opinion.
We do have a really good request.
Okay.
What do they want to hear?
What do they want to hear, Godwin?
I'm going to have to secretly tell Jason in the next room here. Hang on a second.
All right, that's fine.
Josh, do one of your go sing one of your songs.
Turn your mic off. And
3 coins in a fountain.
1, 2,
Each
3.
one seeking happiness.
3 loads
thrown by 3 hopeful lovers.
Okay, this is in reference to a news story we had out of Florida, in which a guy was caught doing something to himself. He's a pizza delivery man.
Yeah.
And this is a great request. We haven't heard this in so long. This is a Chick McGee's first Tommy Award.
Oh,
okay.
really?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, here it comes.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon, just slap a little on. Repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
When you use Mr. Béchon, she won't be able to keep her hands off of you. And neither will you.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the scientific name.
Mr. Béchon, why not jerk a bottle off your department store shelf today? Mr. Béchon, it's not a sin anymore.
Ah, the classics.
Talk about lightning in a bottle, huh?
Yeah, Mr. Béchon. What was the commercial that we stole the line, thanks, I needed that? It was a cologne, right?
Men in Skin Bracer?
Was it Skin Bracer?
I think
You're right.
maybe.
I think it was Skin Bracer, yep.
And did the guy slap himself or did...
Somebody slapped somebody and they go, oh, thanks, I needed
Doesn't
that.
a hand just come out?
I think maybe.
Wow.
Then they come out from the medicine cabinet, right?
I don't remember. Yeah, but I feel like
no, that one guy was in the medicine cabinet.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold it for a second.
What?
Oh, I had no idea. This is really funny. Josh, can you get up from your seat?
Yeah, of course.
I want you to come here to look at this. I'm going to hide the name on this. This is a young actor doing a skin brace. He's just hit himself in the face. Recognize that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Do you recognize him? You don't.
I only recognize him because I see the name.
That's John Goodman.
Wow.
It's a very young John Goodman slapping himself. And slapping himself in the face, not slapping.
And a very svelte John Goodman.
Yeah, wow. John Goodman's one of his first TV gigs in the early 70s.
How about that?
There's a video of him doing it, but it was, thanks, I needed that as he slapped himself. Would have been weird if someone else had slapped him.
He was on Letterman, and they were showing that commercial.
Oh.
Getting a big kick out of it.
There's some commercial where a hand just comes out and slaps somebody. I forget what it was.
Well,
Hi, guy. That guy. Remember?
Is that what it was?
In the medicine cabinet?
Oh, that's Chuck
McCann.
Chuck McCann.
Hey, guy.
That's a great commercial too. But we were talking about sort of domestic violence in commercials. Remember the one with the woman with the black eyes for Tarrant and cigarettes? I'd rather fight than switch.
Sure.
I think she just got into a fight.
Can you imagine if they had that on television today?
No.
I don't know that it has domestic violence.
Karen, how'd you get the black eye? You called me Karen? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I never thought it was. I thought somebody was coming in and hitting them if they didn't smoke their cigarettes.
Oh, so you're saying it's okay?
They'd rather fight somebody if they tried to take their Tareytons.
Really?
I think you're attributing something that's not, I don't think it's there.
I'm just saying in today's world, you don't think that...
Oh, that, you're 100%
today, yes.
Yeah. Right.
First of all, you can't advertise cigarettes anyway.
But no, you're absolutely right.
Okay, well, let's go back to the news desk with Christy Lee. What have we missed, Christy?
The global pandemic is apparently giving a big boost to...
Cardboard.
That's a good guess.
Slippers.
Rubber gloves.
Facebook.
Sure.
Facebook announced yesterday it had 2.7 billion monthly active users at the end of the June quarter.
Wow.
A 12% increase from the prior year.
How many
Makes
people
sense.
in the world? What, 7 billion?
So that's what, 2 billion pictures of people's grandchildren?
Yes, exactly.
7 billion of their dogs.
That's a lot of legs in front of a beach. It's
a
lot
of
meals.
A lot of feet, yeah.
Have you seen the legs in front of the beach photo now? They take 2 hot dogs and put it in front of their computer in front of a beach scene. And
right,
take
and they
a
go,
picture.
is this actually legs or hot
Because people
dogs?
can't go to the beach anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how many billion people are?
2.7 billion.
Okay, so that means 900 trillion political memes.
Yeah, a lot
probably up there. Okay. Now, coming up, we have one of Chick's favorite things in the news, hummingbirds.
You like a hummingbird, Chick? I'm a big fan.
To speed things along, I'm going to say yes.
A friend of the show just put up on Twitter today that he had a hummingbird fly up to his ear last night while sitting on his patio.
They're frightening.
Can you imagine?
They're like a giant bee.
I love them.
I love them too. In fact, he said it buzzed around his head for a while. It was great.
I would have been so happy.
I am with you, Josh.
Overjoyed.
That's what I told him.
I had to get one out of my garage once, and it's an ordeal.
Here we go.
Oh, I would have let it live there.
It's a flashlight.
They won't land. It's really complicated. You've got to have flashlights. It was like a Spielberg movie to save this hummingbird. Also coming up in the news, we have Bears and astronaut Gene Cernan, which I'm very excited about.
You think you could shoot a hummingbird out of the air?
No.
Yeah, sure, with a shotgun.
Oh, come on, you guys.
You wouldn't want to do that unless you were a
budding psychopath.
Severe psychological issues, which I don't know why I'm looking around the room. Also coming up, a car wash will never be the same after you hear about this car wash. It's so cool.
Working at the
car wash. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Fish and worms, find them in the garden, turn over a rock, slip them in your sandwich, put them in your sock. That's fish and worms. Fish and worms. Well, my big sister, she don't like my fish and worms. Big ones, little ones, they scare her to death. She was making chocolate shake, I dropped a couple in the blender. Now she's sitting around with bated breath from eating fish and worms. Fish and worms. Everybody's wishing they had fish and worms. Do your English homework, underline a word, circle direct object and transitive verb with a fish and worm. Fish and worm. Wrap them around a corkscrew, twist them in some twine, take them to the health spa so they can unwind. That's fish and worm. Fish and worm. Fish and worm. Well, I like doing everything you can think about the fish and worm. Gushy ones. The ones that wiggle and squish. There's only one thing I don't like doing with fish and worms. And that is, of course, to catch fish. I hate them fish and worms. Fish and worms. Everybody's wishing they had fish and worms. Find them in the backyard, underneath some leaves. Make them little dresses. Just leave off the sleeves. That's fish and worms. Fish and worms. Fish and worms. Fish and worms. Fish and worms.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Comedian Drew Hastings. I don't know if you know, I live in Los Angeles now, which I am not, that's the weirdest town in the world anyway. My first date out there, I go out with a vegetarian girl. And I don't know if you know any of these communists, they're all over the damn place. I kissed this woman, she actually, ooh, you taste like meat. Well, I am meat. And those vegetarians are a gassy bunch.
Gassy bunch.
They are. So no wonder most of them don't smoke, they combust for Christ's sake. I'm trying. My best friend is always trying to hook me up with a girl. You know, hey, Drew, I know a chick at work. I think you'd like her. She's kind of got offbeat good looks. I don't want a girl with offbeat. I want a girl with beat off good looks. Once.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright. 'Cause I'm blind.
Jeez. Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
19 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee's got the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather, brought to you by CarX. Mix of sun and clouds. Look for a high of 80. Occasional showers overnight down to 66. Chance for showers and thunderstorms Saturday and Sunday, but highs in the mid-70s. We have 70 degrees currently.
Thank you very much, Q95, with lots of great classic rock today and lots of shots at some serious money, $1,000 a pop at stake. So listen very carefully throughout the day on this Friday. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for joining us in the big room. It's Josh Chick. I'm Tom. That's Ace. On the big screen, it's Pat. Ladies first. We should have started with Christy Lee in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Okay, Christy, you had this news story that Facebook's business is booming.
Booming. I'm on it right now.
Yeah, it says they're warning investors that this may be temporary.
Why is that?
It says the company knows its popularity is likely temporary. Some of these products that they have are seeing spikes because of the coronavirus. They're using certain aspects of Facebook. So now,
just remember, when you're on Facebook, you are the product. Facebook is not the product; it's
they're
you
selling you. Now, Pat, yes. I know that you've been using some of the dating sites.
Oh, just a little bit, yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Didn't Facebook announce last year that they have their own dating site?
Yes, that's correct.
That makes perfect sense.
Yes, they do.
What's it called?
What is it called? I'm on it right now. I'm not on that, but
people
I'm on...
who enjoy Facebook they've got their interests and their shared likes and pages.
And I know, Pat, you spent some time looking for love in various
in all the wrong places.
Tinder
and Bumble and stuff to no success. Facebook, I've DM'd some people and met some people that way. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's fun.
They have the dating. I could sing about it if you'd like.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
They say the women are mighty fine on Facebook. On Facebook. Look at that fresh scrub smile with the auburn hair. On Facebook. But when you meet her on a date, her profile photos from 98. Turns out she went to high school with your mom. I say that I am 6'4" on Facebook. On Facebook. And every comedy show's a standing O. No. I'm always in my Bob and Tom hat. I post a photo where I'm not too fat. Go on a date and it's the daughter of a friend of my mom. I hear that they have dating now on Facebook. Let me hear you. On Facebook. Can prostitution be too far behind on Facebook? There you go.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Pat Godwin.
It's simply called Facebook dating.
Okay. Good name.
Now, Tom, you came up with an idea once that there should be a Netflix dating app.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Because everybody...
Commonality.
Yeah.
You could almost watch the same movies separately together.
Yeah.
Right?
That'd be a fun idea.
Yeah.
It'd be like that thing where you count down, where you play Pink Floyd.
Yes, yeah.
And the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Pat, you mentioned Bumble.
Uh-huh.
And I was the officiant at a wedding from a couple that met on Bumble.
Oh, how about that?
They just had their first baby.
Oh, that's nice.
Baby Bumble.
Baby Bumble.
I met a lady on Bumble.
I urged them to name the baby Bumble, rather.
Mm-hmm.
They did not. They haven't spoken to me since the wedding. Apparently, there was a problem.
Apparently.
No, I'm just kidding.
That was probably going to happen anyway. Though.
They're doing great.
Yeah.
Good.
There probably is some poor kid out there named Bumble. Nothing would surprise me.
Bumbles bounce.
Yeah.
They might. Yeah, there might be.
We've got to squeeze in this request for some camel toe in a second, but first we return to the news desk with
There's
Christy.
some animals in the news today we haven't gotten to. This one, Tom kind of referred to earlier. If you're planning to wash your car in Pakistan, you may want to hurry up. In the run-up to the Muslim festival, Eid al-Adha.
You mispronounced it. Now we're all on a fatwa.
Thanks. Karachi car wash owner.
Use the remote start on your cars, people.
It shows up on my Apple Maps or whatever, Apple Date Book as a holiday.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, the Karachi car wash owner, Sikh Sagir, says much of the traffic at his business will switch from four-wheel cars to four-leg animals. That's right. Locals will bring in their cattle, sheep, and goats for a thorough scrub down ahead of the animal sacrifice during the 3-day religious holiday.
Oh.
They clean them
today
first?
in Pakistan. Well, you don't want to eat a dirty animal, do you?
Right.
Oh, they're eating them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
that's not really an animal sacrifice then. That's just called meal prep.
Dinner.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. This is...
Yeah. Ed Al-Adaha is right there on my Google Calendar.
Al-Adaha.
So you go to the car wash.
Yeah. And then you're
If
driving.
you're like me, you're a member, so you get to go to the special lane, which is nice.
Of course.
And then you got a guy in front of you with his llama he's about to wash.
Yeah.
And he's trying to explain to his llama what put it in neutral means.
You're honking your horn.
I'm trying to wash my car here. This isn't for animals.
And then
I don't know if anybody's told these animals they are about to get axed. It's kind of sad, really.
Man.
And they realize llamas don't have horns.
Oh, yeah, you can't really honk the horn then, can you?
Could you do that here?
What? Take an animal through the car wash?
Well, no. Do you know the car washes where you walk up and they've got the high-powered hoses?
Oh, you
on the
might
wall?
be able to take a horse in there or something.
Yeah, leave them in the...
Because I've got one of those I go to, and there are people that they take their cars and trucks off-roading.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then they come back and you pull in, and there's 8 inches of mud on the cement floor.
Right.
You probably back your
could you-
horse in the
could you-
trailer and wash them down.
Could you pull in with an animal?
Or you could walk him. You could take him off the trailer and walk him in.
I'll bet people have done that.
I bet they have.
Do you think he'd stay there?
Yeah, he probably likes it. Probably feels good.
Don't horses clean themselves like cats?
No, they do not lick themselves.
I see a horse licking his arm like a cat does.
I swear.
Well, speaking of llamas, they're not too far away from camels. And by request, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. It's the song featuring the Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra. This is called Camel Toe.
You're a beautiful girl, and your pants are on so tight that when you stand just right, I can see it all. When you're on the beach and your bikini's soaking wet, I see a fuzzy silhouette as I look down below. I see your camel toe, your biscuit, your cleavage. I see your cooter cleavage, your monkey, your muffin. You ain't hiding nothing. Your Gucci, your flapper, you're showing off your snapper. Your camel toe, it looks alright, so baby let it show. Looks like a big taco. I see your camel toe. Merci, madame, voila les bearded clown. I could really go for a sideways sloppy Joe or a tuna casserole. Baby, don't you know? I never thought I'd see so much of your anatomy. Your jeans are so tight, I'm learning gynecology.
and Tom Band and Orchestra and the classic Camel Toe by request here on the Bob and Tom program. We have other animal stuff in the news besides camels. And once again, that was in response to a story about washing your animals at a car wash.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If those car wash, I love those car wash pressure washers, the ones you get to do your own car. But you'd have to be careful with an animal, not to have it on too.
Yeah, you don't want it too.
Yeah, that would
hard. Yeah.
I mean, you can
hurt somebody.
You can cut off your toe power washing your own deck.
Oh yeah,
those things are deck. I said, Josh.
I know.
Right?
We heard
yeah,
you.
we heard you. Oh, I wouldn't want to power wash.
Yeah, that would be very. That's very sensitive skin. I'm sorry, Christy. Back to you.
A Colorado man, Josh, you're going to love this story.
Okay.
Has a bizarre way to get close to nature. He attaches miniature hummingbird feeders to his face.
Is that right?
Mr. John Reed Gordon, 53, says, quote, "It's a great way to practice patience, to be more connected with nature, and to relax."
So he just sits out there as still as possible.
I have to see this.
Like a lunatic.
Yeah. He said you got to sit super still.
Of course you do.
And the birds get right there by his face.
I bet it's rewarding, though. I love a hummingbird.
Oh, I bet it would be. Like I said, our friend Peter just had this happen last night on his patio. The hummingbird flew right into his ear.
That's awesome.
I wanted to say, do you have sugar water in your ear or something? But
yeah,
they're amazing.
They're like not of this earth, kind of. Like, is that what? Look at that bird bug.
Yeah,
it is a bird bug.
Yeah,
very cool.
We have more news.
Good eating too.
I got a bear story for you.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
There's a video out there of a bear taking. Well, here's the story. This guy goes out on his driveway, and there's a bear wheeling the trash can back up to the garage.
Hilarious.
Was it empty or was it full?
This guy's name is Brett Longo. He had just left his home.
Longo only pawn in Game of Life.
When his security camera alerted him to activity in the yard, he turned around and checked it and saw a bear pulling his full trash can back up the driveway toward his house.
Hey, if you leave this out there, they're going to take it, pal.
then the bear tipped it over and, of course, started doing what bears do. Then this is the best part. A second bear appeared in the footage, but does not appear to be an accomplice to the vandalism. According to the NWF Daily News. That's very funny.
That is funny.
Yeah, bears.
And they both walked away saying,
there's a video. There's a video. Hey, wait a minute. They're going to pick this up if you leave it. That is so funny.
I just Googled the guy who attached the bird feeders to his face. He used them on his glasses, Josh. He has three, like one on each temple and one in the center.
How strange.
And they're just like flying around his face.
That's pretty wild.
It is pretty wild.
Then don't you have a hummingbird feeder right outside your window?
No, I have a bird seed feeder attached to one of my windows. No bird has...
It's on the outside, right?
What?
Your bird feeder's attached to the outside, right?
This sounds like an episode of the Mr. Obvious show.
Wait a minute, this is an exterior bird feeder?
Yeah, you got to put it outside. Inside, you can put it inside, but you won't get as many birds.
There are a lot of dead birds in the ground right outside that window.
Yeah, they keep slamming into the glass.
Okay, there you go. I'm so sorry.
All right.
Christy Lee.
I'll try putting it up.
Any more animal stories, Christy?
Yeah, we got monkeys in the news. Authorities still trying to cope with the macaque monkeys that have taken over the city of Lopburi, Thailand. Police officer Nired Folajan says it's hopeless.
He's Folajan, isn't he?
Always, what a dipso.
How about macaque?
The officer says it's hopeless. Within a blink of an eye, there are more monkeys, so many babies. The current population is estimated to be 8,400 monkeys, though 300 animals have been sterilized last month, and wildlife officials aim to sterilize 200 more in August. Crab-eating macaques, a Southeast Asian species with piercing eyes and curious natures, have spilled out of the temples where they were once revered and taken over the heart of the old town.
Man, oh man.
Dangling earrings, sunglasses, and plastic bags that look like they may have food are irresistible to monkeys.
They'll rip your earrings out.
And in the areas of the city most densely packed with the animals, many residents live in fear of the next sneak attack.
Now, when I heard this story, I said, well, why don't they just get a couple of hunters and just start shooting these stupid things?
Because they're Buddhists, Tom.
I know, I found out.
Yes.
You know a lot of Buddhists that own guns?
No. And
this one does.
Oh, well, I mean.
And we know that they believe in reincarnation, so the monkey could be their dead uncle. You don't know.
You know, if those monkeys would even slightly get organized, people would be in trouble.
Right.
Oh, you give them a bunch of typewriters, they'd have Shakespeare in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
10,000.
At least an episode of Two Broke Girls.
The whole season. Broke Girls, 6 days.
So because of their spirituality, local officials and residents have few options to fend off the gang of macaques.
Wow.
Man.
How ridiculous.
That's wild, huh? Living in a place where monkeys are...
Yeah, macaque belongs to a gang, Josh.
Yeah, you call that an orgy, huh?
That's right.
So COVID-19 isn't enough. Now you've got 8,000 monkeys constantly. No. I mean,
sleeping on the bed.
No.
One monkey, roll over.
Roll over.
Here's some hunters.
And they all fell over.
You really want these things dead?
Oh. No, it's just that this is... These people their ridiculous beliefs are getting in the way.
Tom, just because you don't believe that doesn't mean they're ridiculous.
No. If you think that the macaque monkey is your Uncle Jerry, you're an idiot.
Oh, my God.
We don't know.
Hope you're starving. Congratulations.
Boy, talk like that, you're going to come back as a toilet paper roll or something.
Well, perfect. And these are very solvable problems.
Very solvable.
Hire a couple of quality hunters, know what they're doing.
Take them out. All right.
I wonder if these things are edible. Can you eat
monkey meat?
Remember they wanted bananas?
Oh, can you eat macaque? Macaque? Boy, I forgot the whole bit, didn't I? Whoops.
Well, it's been a long week.
Fortunately, no one heard that.
Yeah, right. Boy, that'd have been really bad if we'd been on the air.
So they actually have to capture these monkeys
and sterilize
and neuter
them.
them.
Correct.
But in the meantime, they've gone from, what'd you say, 3,000 to 8,000 in less than a year. They're not going to be able to neuter them fast enough.
No.
That's a lot.
Well, they only have to neuter the males.
Because why?
It's just getting worse.
Again, couldn't they turn them into monkey burgers or something, or feed them to lions? I don't know. Good luck to you.
Wonder if monkey meat's good. Somebody eats it out there, right?
Sure.
Somebody in the world eats
piles and piles of mutilated monkey meat.
Yes.
Little dirty birdie feet.
Little greasy, grimy gopher
guts. Me without my spoon. That's how that goes. That's how that goes.
Apparently, I was reading this, now that there are so many of these monkeys, it's actually killing the tourist trade.
I bet.
Because it used to be people, they thought they were cute and they'd come see them. Now they're
menaces.
They're being terrorized by monkeys. Okay, well, coming up, we have a little bit of our history lesson. Also, we have pythons in the news.
Yeah.
In an interesting way. The pythons that aren't supposed to be here.
They're squeezing me.
That's what that was.
We'll be right back with that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. BobandTom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Real men of genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute the coast to coast, all over the free world Bob and Tom Show.
The coast to coast, all over the free world Bob and Tom Show.
For Bob, whose hands are happy holding a bucket of balls or cupping a sweet pair of big, beautiful Bud Lights.
A nice set of Bud Lights.
The Tom, captain of the Clean and Safety Patrol, who likes to be on top, born to get busy.
Because he puts in all the practice.
Christy Lee, who dated a member of an 80s rock band with a much too much penchant for black and white makeup. His name's right on the tip of my tongue.
What was the attraction?
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Bob and Tom. It's worth it. To toast chick who's learning it's the size of the shoe, not the amount of shoes that makes the myth.
That's not the droid she's looking for.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
We don't know anything about you, Christian. Are you a married guy, single guy?
I am married. I got married this past August. I am one of those lucky men. I'm one of those at-first-sight situations. I met my wife. I looked at her and I said, oh, my God, this is the woman I want to spend the next 4 to 7 years with.
Wow. Wow, that's huge.
That is
an
exciting time, isn't it, Christian?
Isn't it sweet?
Yes,
isn't
it is.
That is lovely. How's it going?
It's not bad. She travels with me a lot, not as often as I like. I love traveling with my wife because every time we go away together, we play this really fun game. It's called, How Is This My Fault?
Comedian Bruce Clark is our guest.
How about that Pictionary? You ever play that game?
Pictionary?
Sure.
Yeah. We almost got in a fist fight over that, didn't we, Chick?
Yeah, we
Hey,
sure did.
and you play with your friends. They're always drunk, too. You know, all your buddies are always loaded up. Playing there. I get this phrase, I draw it, they're, hey, how about a guy frying his own penis? How about that? Yeah, what the hell's the matter with you?
That's in Pictionary.
Idiot. It's Peter Pan, you idiot. Right in front of you here, you moron.
Well, internet porn.
Well, there's
Photography.
People don't go, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No?
Because of the internet.
Oh, that's true.
But I think you miss out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, though, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Are you
Now,
single?
Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Man, no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Hi, this is Drew Hastings, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yep, 9:43 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Nice to hear back to school at, huh?
Yeah. We have coming up your shot at some serious money. So pay close attention throughout the day. Listen to some classic rock and maybe win some cash from Q95. Christy has the update on the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weekend weather brought to you by CarX. Partly cloudy today, high 80. Then we have rain moving in for Saturday and Sunday. High 75 Saturday, 76 Sunday, 70 currently.
Thank you very much, Christy. Also, the Bob and Tom golf outing. What does that mean? Well, it means we're going to be at Top Golf in Fishers Wednesday, September 16th, raising some money for the Riley Hospital for Children. So find out all the details on the various social media platforms, if you will. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Chick, Josh, Ace. I'm Tom. That's Christy in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
That would be me.
Josh, of course, is in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. When that phone rings, it's the track phone hotline. Mr. Godwin is over there. And Pat, great song. Heard some really good stuff from you this morning. Today's your moving day.
Yeah, big moving day.
Pat's moving out of my old house and into an apartment.
Cool, man.
And it's one of those sexy
swingers clubs.
Swingers apartments. It's in a neighborhood known locally as the Herpes Triangle.
Oh, is it?
What? Yeah, so
that's what it was back in the 80s.
Or singleplex or something. Yeah.
Singleplex. I like that. Now, we've just had a couple of really cool animal stories, including a story about this town. Is it Lampori?
Lampori, Thailand.
And it's literally being invaded by 8,000 macaque monkeys.
Macaque.
And they can't shoot them because of apparently some religious beliefs.
Evidently.
So they're apparently trying to one at a time neuter them. Good luck with that. They've neutered 200 out of more than 8,000.
All right. Well, they're on their way.
No. You know how math works?
Not really.
At the pace they're going, there'll be 50,000.
What is the gestation for a lady monkey?
I don't have any idea. I'm sorry, I don't know.
6 weeks or
you got any monkey music there, Pat?
All kinds of song in the bargain bin, Tom.
You got a monkey song?
Here they come.
That's the only thing we could use. Check. Here we come, swinging down the street.
Yeah.
We're monkeys wanting bananas. He gave us junk food to eat. Hey, we're the macaques. Macaques so big and round. We're gonna get busy slinging poop all over town. We took over your city. You can kiss our monkey butts. We're getting madder than ever because you're trying to cut off our nuts. It just keeps getting higher and higher.
Oh, yeah.
Modulation.
I like the conviction in that, Paul.
Yeah.
I sold it. That was very good. Okay, it's time now for our history lesson, please.
Okay.
Please focus.
Time now for Today in History. Here's some.
Thanks, Chick. Is Leonard, he quit.
Okay.
Yep.
No, the
contract negotiations.
The first story here will anger Chick.
Okay.
You don't know that.
Oh, I know what it is.
1968.
Oh, boy. Yeah, we all know.
The Beatles closed the famous Apple boutique in London.
That's newsworthy.
They had Macintosh. They had Golden Delicious. They had
mixing.
There's actually kind of an interesting story about this beyond the fact that, of course, they had their own record label called Apple Records.
Right.
And have you ever heard the story about when Apple computers
tell me everything
came out? I can make it quick. It's simple.
Okay.
It'll be interesting for those that are semi-literate. They made a deal with the Beatles, and they for a modest amount of money, they said, okay, you can use Apple computers. But there was a little thing written in that deal that said, as long as you never go into the music business.
Oh.
And then when Apple came out with iTunes,
how much did they give them?
Was it $500 million a piece?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Wow.
What?
Lord.
What?
Yeah,
$1 billion.
Whatever it was plenty of millions.
$2 billion.
Holy
What?
Well, 1.5. They didn't have to pay John.
No, maybe it was.
They had to pay Yoko. Are you kidding?
Whatever it was millions of dollars.
Well, Ringo doesn't get a full.
So the
no way.
Of course he does. He's the best. Anyway, a little bit of Beatles news for you. On this date in 1988, the last Playboy Club closed. Where, Christy?
Lansing, Michigan.
Very good.
Wow. Ace and I have been there.
Yes. Really?
Yes, we have. With members of a famous rock band.
Was it weird?
Holy hell.
Yeah, was it weird?
It was fun. We had a great night, didn't we, Ace?
Oh, yeah. Did you get laid, Ace?
No.
Could you
I don't know.
act like you've been there before, Josh?
What does that mean? I mean, I know what that means when I say it.
It was almost a reunion.
Okay, this next one.
That's true.
This next song is from 72 also. Oh, never
This
mind.
next one is for Josh. I wish Willie were here for this one. This is the birthday of Ted Cassidy.
Yeah.
Do you know who Ted Cassidy is?
No.
Sure. Yeah.
Jack Cassidy's brother.
No.
The name, I certainly know the name.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
Large knife.
Rules in a knife fight?
Large knife.
Oh, is it
from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
Right.
Ted Cassidy, who's most famous probably for his television appearance as
Lurch.
Yeah.
Oh.
In the Addams Family.
And also did the voiceover of The Incredible Hulk. David Banner.
Yeah, really, just deadpan.
Big guy.
Yeah.
A gland problem, I think.
1957, the birthday of Dirk Blocker.
Oh, yeah.
That's such a great name.
I love Boogie Nights.
But doesn't that sound like a...
He's a hat guy, isn't he?
Doesn't Dirk Blocker sound like the guy you don't want as your wingman?
Who's Dirk Blocker?
Dan
Dirk Blocker he is.
Dan Blocker's son?
Is it his son?
Yeah. Isn't he on Reno?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, okay. Not familiar with his work, I apologize.
Mark Cuban, 1958.
Ah.
Future president?
Could be.
Yeah. He dabbles.
Let's not label him. We're all Americans, okay?
Okay. Well,
yeah, Mark Cuban wasn't...
Made his millions with the sandwich.
Okay. And now, all right. Well, we need to move on here and review some of the stuff we learned on today's
Time now
show.
for things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you by Grainger. We also learned that Josh and I are on the live chat of the YouTube channel. We'll be visiting again.
I got off once
soon.
You got off.
Yeah, then we can't be on at the same time.
Right.
Grainger delivers products to keep your facility running for 90 years. Grainger.com for whatever you need, whenever you need it. Grainger for the ones who get it done.
Thank you very much, Grainger. Pat Godwin's moving to a new apartment today. And I asked if he was going to put anything on the walls, and he's going to primarily use artwork from his brother, who's a super talented artist.
Thank you.
But that's all out east, so it's going to be pretty buried in there for a while.
I may go Sunday.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Okay. Josh, a big fan of the Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits.
That's right.
Whereas Pat Godwin
No, not
does
so
not
much.
does not eat them.
Yep.
You know, because you
in the
like to
minority.
save room for the lobster.
The expensive food.
I still love you, Pat.
And
love you too.
we had a great story that a guy at a Red Lobster found a blue lobster. This was in
Right.
Ohio, and they donated it to the Akron Zoo. Right?
Yeah, how about that?
So you can go see- and there's apparently a bunch of these, a handful of these odd-colored
There are
lobsters.
pink ones. There are.
Yeah,
And,
red with black stripes.
Right.
They show up here and there, and usually are donated to a lobster. Dick Hitzwater said that the staff at the Akron Zoo found the blue lobster surprisingly delicious.
Yeah.
I don't think that
They ate it.
Let's see now. Dick Hitzwater today, as usual, was sitting in for the regular broadcaster. Today, Louie.
I was wondering what happened to him. I was so
I'd
excited.
always wondered what happened to Louie.
Yes.
Josh has a bird feeder in his window, has not had any birds partake in Chick Your Theory.
They're supposed to be on the outside.
All right.
You
I'll
can't
try-
have your bird
I-
feeder on the inside.
I'll try hanging it from the outside.
All right. I only mentioned this because I made the same mistake.
One of the big cruise ship companies has taken, I guess, the word cruise out of the name of their company.
Yeah.
Royal Caribbean.
Because they're struggling like everybody else with the COVID problems. I feel bad for them, but a chick pointed out that right now the cruise companies are a little underwater.
Yeah. Boy, did we-
Gosh.
A joke that he just embraced.
Thank
and,
you,
we
everybody. Thanks for playing.
We all had a very good time. I enjoyed a nice song from Pat, and they have renamed. By the way, the Royal Caribbean people have renamed one of the boats the Quarantine of the Sea.
Isn't that lovely?
Yes, and one of my favorite places is the car wash. And if you're in Karachi, Pakistan,
Yep.
you can take your animals to the car wash. And I know we're going to get a letter from someone that took their horse to one of these.
Of course we are.
Or their dog or whatever. Be careful out there. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.